but do you count? He's the last survivor. If he's in the fucking like a completely, that's like saying, oh yeah, he's in the Andromeda galaxy. So there goes our hero, the last survivor of the.
You know, if it's not Toby, I will count Ben because I know if anybody's having a good time, it's him.
That's fair, yeah.
Ben's having a great time wherever he's at. Usually.
Exactly. He's a sick ninja guy.
Who has one laser beam before he's done. But yeah, one laser is better than a lot of other people got.
That's a one.
Like, I don't even know why
attack.
the fuck I'm here to fight this guy.
Other
Like,
mic
what the
shots
fuck
is-
do I even do?
You're being recruited. I heard you make traps. I like that.
Yeah.
It's my best skill, so.
See, Mike, he already has 10 home runs. It's so unfair what we did to that guy.
Don't worry, I'll talk you into it in character.
Okay. So, speaking of, let me start with Valimar. You've just witnessed Russell dying. And Boing Boing telling you that both Sasha and Lizran have also died. So you're sitting there in despair, really. And what do you do?
Oh, like, I've spent a couple months with these people. 3 of them have just died. 1 right in front of me. I'm just sitting there, like, in disbelief that it's all gone so poorly.
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, you're just sitting there grabbing your head, and inevitably a priest will come up to you and will be like, so as he got now he's free. Okay. I'll go like, okay, so as is tradition for those who die in the arena, he may be buried in the royal plot, if that is what you seek, where the funeral expenses will be covered for you. What do you want to do with that? This is a default option if you don't have another option available to you.
I don't really think I have another option if I'm being real here. Like, my other option is to haul Russell's corpse around and find a place for him, but I don't really.
They will give you a solemn nod before going off and beginning the funeral preparations, leaving you within the city, where you are told that as you were part of the failed champions party, you are given a stipend of money, and in 1 month's time you will be kicked from the capital. So essentially, you've been trespassed from the nation, but you did get $20,000 to sort yourself out, to try to find, like, possibly transport or some sort of housing externally. $20,000 gold, obviously. I just say dollars because dollars is dollars, but yeah.
I figured it was just a direct 1-to-1, so.
That is fair, yeah. Technically, push-up class, a 1 gold piece is roughly equal to 10 USD. But, yeah. A week passes, and you hear nothing of Boing Boing. You are, effectively, to your knowledge, alone. As you slowly start to make your way from the nation. Likely by boat, as it is currently the safest, so that you don't run directly into Bune. We enter Sasha as we zoom over to her so that we can bring the party back together. Sasha, you've been brought back to life and married to Bleepus.
Oh fuck, bro.
as a Boing Boing
Oh
sold you
shit,
into
man.
sold you into the wedding with Tlepus. And you managed to fix the wisdom drain that was affecting your sentience as it had pulled you into like a. Effectively, you were partially brain dead for a little bit, as your brain was naturally like, I should be dead. Why am I here? You used the last piece of your letter in order to cure that. Unfortunately, you are suffering from the narcolepsy still, due to the nature of your soul not truly being connected to the animus, which means at random intervals, you're once per hour, there's just a chance your soul leaves your body for an hour at a
Wonderful.
time. And there's
Yo, where's
constantly
G
a
at? Where's G at?
increasing gravity. He's still on the front lines. You've not heard from him in a long while. He's
I kinda
taken over
peeked.
the mercenary company.
Oh no. You know what? All she can say to that at least is, I'm assuming in the afterlife she was like, well, I didn't see G there, but I saw all my brothers. And that's pretty much all she got, I guess.
True. So what
Stout
do you
doesn't come
do?
back, does he, right? He's dead, right?
Yeah. Lizran's
So sad.
gone. He was liquefied and put into the cum jar.
Room. So she's just
So
in
you're
the-
alone as Boing Boing has abandoned you, leaving you with no more than a letter to explain themselves.
To be fair, what is she supposed? She can't just take this guy's wife with her.
That's true.
Huh. I'm married to Bleepus, right?
Yeah, I married to Bleepus.
Okay. Can Bleepus do anything for me? Like, can I ask him where, like, Boing Boing went, or?
He'll go, yes, hello, wife. I do not know. They wandered in circles for about 3 days, left you a message, and then disappeared.
And was the message just what you said to me, or is like something else?
Boing Boing. Enter Boing Boing.
Hooray!
What is the
I get to
letter
read
you
the
left?
letter. Hold on.
But you left a letter for someone that can't read?
So, okay, this is the funny thing. I remembered that, and I put on quotation, like, when I was writing this down, I was like, oh shit, she can't read. So on the note, there's like a crude drawing showing a minotaur showing a paper to someone, and it's like signaling for Sasha to have someone read it to her because she can't read.
Okay, so I'm imagining like Bleepus hands her this letter, and she's like, "No, you read. I can't read."
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's fine, I guess. And so, go on, Boing Boing, read your letter.
Hooray! Okay. It says, "Hi Sasha, if you haven't been informed already, I had you wed to Bleepus. Do not fear, Bleepus is a good man. I'm sorry if the resurrection left you less than stellar. I would have liked to know you better to have made it a smoother process. I would also regret to inform you, Russell died in the Duel of Crimson. It saddened me that he died in such a way. I feel like a bit of humanity died of him as well, as he was a rare, genuine soul that got ripped from this world. I wasn't able to do anything for Lizran, as fate has already had his number sealed, and there's only so much I can do. My apologies for selling your armor and your shield. I would have preferred not to, but resurrection stuff is costly, and they work with minerals as currency here, not gold. Sad face. Be sure to find Valimar. He should still be somewhere in the Earth Plane Palace, if not somewhere close by. I, however, will not be accompanying the party in future endeavors. Please do not attempt to find or contact me directly. Good luck. Signed, B.
You husband, can you get me armor again? And shields, I need those.
He blinks. Like what type?
Like the one I had before. Did you not see me before? I had my war armor and my shields. You are husband.
Oh.
Should you not provide for wife?
Roll a diplomacy check.
Wait, how do I roll again?
Slash roll.
WY thing. WY thing.
Okay. He'll go, fine. Here, take 2 sapphires and 2 diamonds and ask around the palace. Surely someone still has them somewhere. It has only been a short period of time since the weird thing sold them.
Okay.
But he has
The
you 2
weird thing.
sapphires and 2 diamonds.
Okay, and then she's just. Do I have to do like a?
Yeah, roll a gather
like-
information check.
Okay. Let me find that.
Just why is the Discord zoomed into the word new?
It is
I was
super
reading what
zoomed in.
Chrono said, and I can't. I can't get it out. 1 second. I'm just gonna use my phone to look at this stuff or to respond.
That's the smarter life decision, yeah. Okay. So about a day passes and you don't find the shield and the armor yet.
Cool.
You can try again tomorrow.
Okay.
It's tomorrow.
Okay. I'm gonna try again.
Then go on and try again. You successfully find them.
Yay!
To speedrun this, yeah, okay, yeah, you're like kind of royalty here, so they let you buy it back for market value. So you lose the 2 diamonds and the 2 sapphires, but receive your magical shield and your armor back.
Yippee! Her war armor's
Nah.
back.
True. Now what do you do?
I guess she'll go look for Valimar again because she doesn't really know what to do now that she's stuck here because she can't do mercenary stuff yet.
Go
Because
on
now
and
she's
roll.
married.
This is true. Go on and roll a gather information check to see if you can find the location of where Valimar has gone.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay. So you get kind of loose hints being like, oh yeah, he's not come back to the Earth plane. Yeah, he's not here. So you know he's on the material plane, but you don't find like any specific location that he could be in.
Do I want to go back to the normal plane?
Do you?
Well, okay. Hold up. Let me remember. Cause we're here now. Okay. Cause I think she would have processed that like the world's exploding currently. So I think she is going to look for goons. Look for more goons here that she can bring with her.
Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable. You. Berserk Gorilla. I love Berserk Gorilla. Okay, so
That's why most use summon, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. Roll just a d20 plus. I have to do math now. I'll do the plus myself. Just roll a d20 and I'll find it.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking is she's like, well, she lost G. He's out fighting war, and her other goons are also probably dead or somewhere at the moment.
Probably
So she's
fine,
gonna,
if I had to guess.
yeah. So I think she's gonna go get some more goons.
Okay. So just a 10. So 10 plus. Okay, d2.
Wait, now I have to draw. Wait, what is Bleepus? Look, can someone send me a picture of Bleepus?
1 sec, I'll send you
We
a
saw
picture.
Bleepus before. Well, I think I might have it.
Well, it was on the Foundry. There's like picture.
I may have taken a
That's not-
picture of the picture though. Hold on.
Did you take a okay.
No,
Gotta
I didn't.
draw them getting married.
Lame.
Here you go. I was posting in the fucking D&D chat.
Oh yes, there you go. That's Bleepus. I'll post it for the chat.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I was remembering.
This is Bleepus for everyone here.
Perfect. Oh, he's beautiful.
Perfect.
Wait, guys, my
There
classes
are
just got
worse
canceled
people to get
tomorrow because
married
it's
to, I guess.
snowing. That's so epic.
That's pretty nice, yeah.
Wait, that's so epic,
That's
guys.
a -2. That's a -3. That's a +2, so that cancels out to a -1. That's a +1. I guess that just cancels out completely, actually.
We're just at 0.
Yeah, you're just at 0. Okay. So then it's the other modifiers, which is just +3 at that point. So then it would be plus. Okay. You are able to find 20 Earth methods willing to follow you into battle.
Let's go!
And
So fucking
1 medium Earth elemental and 2 small Earth elementals.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's a pretty good army. Memphis can sell a bunch more.
You know, I like the idea of her going to visit all her dead brothers and bringing them back from the abyss.
Okay. You can
That would have been
certainly
epic
try.
too. No, wait, could she not have, like, in a scenario when she was dead, talked to her brothers to try to convince them?
I mean, yeah, but the problem is getting them out of the abyss.
I don't think,
Yeah.
like, I could be wrong, but you can't just leave, right?
Yeah, not really. You'd have to
Like,
climb up.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have
like
had to resurrect Sasha. She
606
could have just came back.
reaction.
You know, I think maybe one of them could have gotten out.
Okay, roll. You know what? How many brothers did you have?
12 brothers and I believe 1 dead sister.
Okay. So I need you to
Hold on,
just
wait,
roll
let me consult real quick.
13 d20s. Just do
Jesus
slash
Christ.
roll 13 d20s, and we'll see
Yeah.
if any of them made it out.
Miracle
Okay, I'll just swap what I said. I said it wrong. The mephits aren't the lowest tier of Earth cohorts. Those are actually small Earth elementals. You have 20 small Earth elementals, 2 Earth mephits, and 1 medium Earth elemental. So swap
Yeah.
those 2 numbers. That's my.
I don't think any of them made
rolls, I'm not gonna
out.
lie.
That 18 might get out. I don't know.
That 18 might get out.
Yeah, but
I hope that's the
you have so
sister.
many single-digit rolls. What the fuck?
Okay,
This
so
does not
see,
bode well.
1 has managed to climb its way out of hell to come
Let's
to
go.
your aid. The others have been eradicated from existence in their desperate attempt to escape.
Oh
Their
shit.
sacrifice to bring this one out. Not in vain, however, as one has escaped.
It's
So,
her sister.
her sister comes out. You now have a... One sec, I need to look up what these stupid things are called.
This is the
Aura.
one that got ran over by the Ford F-150.
Oh my god.
That's Aura. I don't know.
So Aura,
That
yes.
is
You know she can't have G. She'll have her sister. Epic.
Is it a... It's not this, right?
DMD. Sasha's forming her army right now.
Zach, all according
we're
to
gonna
plan. It's
fucking
good.
need one because you got
I know.
almost dead weight in Valimar. What the fuck is a trap gonna do to Bune's dumbass? Fucking you.
You're gonna make a really good crossbow trap, and he's gonna die immediately.
I'm gonna need like a huge ballista if I want to use something involving a crossbow.
You need to
but
like.
that's not a
you need to-
trap, unfortunately.
You need to like make him a bomb that he really wants, so when he grabs it and puts it on his back, he explodes.
Okay, so you have one Goristro, and it costs you 12 souls, which were your
What?
siblings, obviously.
Okay. I was to say,
But you have a female one of these. 1 second.
Okay, wait. I need to write down all the new things I
Holy
have.
shit.
Jesus
That's so fucking
Christ.
deep.
Why is it that actually that big?
Yeah, they're huge creatures.
Jesus Christ.
Minotaurs, when they die, if they go into like crazy combat and whatever, they turn into Goristros.
Wait, guys,
Sasha.
I never came up with a name for her sister.
Hold on, what is the name of someone that would die to a Ford F-150?
Diana.
You know?
Well, it's gotta be like, because she's also probably gonna have a Russian accent. So we need like Hilga.
Hilga, there we go.
Yeah.
Yugla.
Well, half of these
Yeah,
names I can't
that's the
pronounce,
vibe.
so thank you, AI overview. One of those had a Z in it, I'm pretty sure.
True, true.
Yeah.
Okay, do. I got all my stuff up. You have gathered your small army and wished Bleepus goodbye. Valimar, you're on your little boat, and all of a sudden a portal opens above you. And marching from this portal, you see a grand demonic minotaur, followed by a bunch of earth elementals, and finally, Sasha herself. Your boat is now quite overcrowded, though, because there's now, like, unfortunately for you, there's now, like, 20 small creatures and 1 huge creature, and, like, 2 medium creatures, so, like,
Really
it's kind of bad.
unfortunate timing to show up on my boat, but I'm glad to see you're alive again.
Oh, hello, hello, creature, small creature.
Creature. You know
I
my
have.
puppy.
I have assembled army I think will be useful since I lost the other ones. And this is my sister Hilga. Ignore that she looks like a monster now. She came from the abyss.
Oh,
She goes. That's the best I got.
And apparently I woke and I am now married to Bleepus. I have husband. I don't know how much of the earth plane we have on our side, but I got these people to join us.
well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. It's better than the fuck all I've got.
Well, that's all right. We'll go, I don't know, kill the big dragon thing or something that was trying to kill us.
I think we're gonna need like 1,000 more people before we kill the big dragon thing, but sure.
Enter.
And do you remember where G went? Do you know where G is?
Well, considering you don't know and implies he probably isn't dead, maybe, possibly. So he's probably at the town below the Mages College, if I had to guess.
Okay, because I didn't see him in the abyss when I was there, so I assumed he was somewhere else.
Enter a hooded man with a crow on his shoulder. X, you also teleport on top of the boat.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna need a fucking.
The
Can I
boat starts
teleport
to
like at
sink.
Fucking
least
joining my
10
ship
feet
here.
higher, 10 feet fucking higher than them just to ore farm.
You
Just
do
for
so,
oil
and then
farm
as soon as you levitate upon the boat, it begins to sink because of too much weight, but that's okay.
Okay, get off.
Oh shit. You guys have fucking what kind of boats do you guys have? Jesus.
Well, you know,
I'll
it
step
was
off the
one
boat.
made, you know, not for this many people to suddenly appear.
You guys gotta, I don't know, get something back. Anyways, hey, how you doing? You know how
Who are
hard it was
you?
to find you, Valimar? I'm your mysterious benefactor. The guy.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, I've been watching y'all for about a month or so, but
And you
due to
haven't been
multiple circumstances,
helping?
I have been helping. I have actually been helping. Yeah, I have. If Boing
Like
Boing was
doing
here and
what?
didn't decide to run off into the forest, he would explain. However, I don't know. Yeah. However, I'm willing to help you now. And that's the good news. All right. How does it sound?
Well, I assume since I was in a party with 6 or so people and now there's only 2 of us left alive, I suppose it works out.
My life an account.
Yeah, I have an army actually. So
Oh.
You do better than
yeah,
this one?
large army. I like to think so.
Well, we're gonna need it if we have to go fight that dragon.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the recruiting phase right now, but with what I have, it's certainly more than you guys currently have, and I would love to join you all into the fold of it. Both of you,
Very well.
by the way. Valimar, right?
Correct.
You make traps, right?
Correct.
Okay. How good are you with like magical traps and stuff?
Speed, how good am I with magical trap?
You're more of like the practical type. You've just learned that you can shrink them to make them faster to utilize with a large money investment. So like some minimalistic ones that incorporate magic into their design, you're pretty effective at. Like I imagine the advanced traps are just they got a little bit of magic in them or something like that. But like, you know, flash powder and like flame traps are probably the best you could utilize using primarily magic at this point.
Looking at my what all I get from even being a level 4 trapsmith because I forgot I got there. I get like bonus to resistances from magic traps apparently. Holy fuck, I get so much.
Yeah.
You're good at not getting hit with magical traps.
That is true. I get a total of
That's perfect.
19 for my resistance. Holy fuck.
That means you won't get hit by your own.
True.
It's wonderful. So yeah, I need you. You're going to be great on the assembly line, man. Absolutely.
Okay.
And the front lines too. What do you know about airplanes? Probably not much. You'll find out.
Probably
soon.
know fuck all about airplanes. Let me check something. Okay, so I have 4 in the pilot skill, but that's not quite. I don't think that applies here.
It does not.
That's
no.
fine. All I need you to do is to stretch what you believe the word trap means, and we're gonna make magic. All right.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
What do I even
I'm gonna
have to
introduce you
lose?
to a really good friend of mine, and you and him are gonna make mystical things. It's gonna be great.
Okay, can we not meet on this boat though? Because it is actively.
Oh no, well, I'm gonna take all of you guys with me.
Okay.
I imagine we're like
You-
sitting in like 2 feet of water in the boat.
It is quickly gaining water.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
Matter of
halfway
fact,
in.
I'll just that would actually kill all of you. It's not a good idea. I need to make a teleportation circle. However, I don't have any solid ground to do that. So I could just code the lake and make a solid surface, but I feel like that would be really bad.
Probably. So we're gonna do this first. I guess roll an initiative roll of DC 20, and if you succeed the initiative roll of DC 20, you can draw the circle before the boat sinks. If not, we have to get into the logistics of earth elementals and water, and we'll figure that out.
I mean, hold on. Is there like ground around us, or is it just sea?
You're in the ocean.
Okay, yeah. So there's
You're
no
in, like,
ground
the
around
strait.
us. Good to know.
Wait, so Valimar was sailing in the ocean. Do you even know how to sail?
Yeah, he's a pilot.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, okay.
It's like I'm not super
works.
great
Wait a
at
second.
it, but
True.
like if it's just me on a boat, I can manage and not just kill
true.
myself.
Exactly.
Now,
So you
wait.
managed to draw the teleportation circle before the boat sinks.
Thank God.
All right. You guys weren't the people who came. Where'd the lizard go?
I was
Liz
told the
ran?
lizard did not make it.
Yes, Liz ran.
What?
He actually he was the reason I died. He got crushed into oblivion.
Oh, see, I wasn't really watching during the whole Earth thing. I just, once you guys popped back in here, I saw Russell get turned into meat flesh, which is sad because I liked that guy. But yeah.
Oh yeah, no, his magic was the reason I died.
Well, don't worry about it. That won't happen here, probably. Just keep to your own and don't mess with the tormentor. Leave him alone.
The what?
Huh?
You guys teleport back to the Dread Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't I here for
Okay.
like 2 seconds one time?
You were here for like 2 seconds one time.
It's a nice place. We really spiced it up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Solution. Are you actually here? Question mark.
As a golden monkey inside of the factory making stuff for X, promised not to be on the front lines. Yeah. The moment I smell any bullshittery, I'm out of here.
Okay, got it. So you guys will quickly see there's like a small golden furred monkey working away at a factory line with a bunch of Grems. The Grem population has massively decreased, as many of them did not want to fight Bune and they took their Spelljammer and simply left. However, some did stay behind, remaining loyal, continuing their work in the bomb factory. Some Tayers came back. The remnants of Yeti James's cult. Rest his soul. No, well, it's not really resting because you see it reanimated as a skeleton in the corner, but what's left of him anyways. The wizard guy's there. That's pretty much all I can think of, unironically.
We wouldn't.
Wait,
Me and Sasha wouldn't know the wizard guy, would we?
No, I don't think you ever
No.
talked to him now.
No, we were in town shopping.
Yeah, you guys
Sasha
were in
never went
town
in there
shopping.
either.
Yeah, you fucking immediately bailed out and went to the fucking tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say we went shopping. It was really I went shopping and was abandoned by literally fucking everyone that went with me.
That was
Wait,
very
so
correct,
wait,
yeah.
Sasha has 8 other goons in that other town, right? It's 8? Or is it
Yes.
7?
It was 8.
Okay, I just forgot to write
Which
it
is
down.
nearby to here, yes.
Oh my god, we can go get my goons back.
You may
We're about to
certainly
have
try,
so many
yes.
people.
You have goons, yeah. Okay, so let me just straight up ask you here: how many friends y'all have? All right, What connections do y'all have that are majorly important? Also, Valamar, that's my friend Lulu. Point over at the monkey.
Well, given I'm now married to the Earth Plane Prince, I have these guys, and then
Okay.
my goons that are in the town not too far from here, and then all the other friends that were with us are dead.
Yeah.
And I think
Do you
that's
have
about
any
it.
country connections, anything like that?
In terms of allies, I have none.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I have to
Yeah,
agree with
I can't think of any other people.
Wonderful.
Unless we want to like deal with the Rakshasa, but I don't really.
You know Rakshasa? Yeah.
So I suppose you made that deal, or did that.
I doubt. Oh yeah. Are they like connect? They're the whole reason the Hampa stuff happened. I don't think Hampa's gonna come and help, nor any of his goons. Well, he might. I don't know. But I also don't want to owe him a favor, to be honest.
That's entirely fair.
Although, you know, I'm gonna watch my tongue because I don't want it to cut out. Cool. So y'all, damn. Well, I guess I'm gonna go around and get people. Sasha, if you'd like to come, I'm gonna go hit up the kingdom above us first, and just gonna go in a bit of a circle, see what's going on, see who I can talk to, see who I can wile my way through. You said you have some friends. I know G is somewhere down below fighting the good fight, so maybe we'll regroup with him later.
Yes, I can do that.
Wonderful. I wouldn't go down there by yourself though, because you know, big scary guy.
Big scary guy, you see my sister?
Yeah, he's a little bigger than that.
Well, I
He's a
saw
little
him,
bigger than
but
that.
wait, no, I don't. Actually, I lied. Sasha didn't see him.
Sasha
She has no
was
idea.
fucking
She did not see it. Sasha
Um,
died. I was like, wait, never mind.
Sasha took like
Guys,
400
how strong
damage.
is the creature?
Is the Garistro?
Yeah, that yeah.
They are CR-15 demons. They are. It is by far the strongest ally you have.
Wait, I have a question.
Pretty good.
Who wed Sasha and Bleepus together?
Spungus, of course.
Okay, just had to
And some other
make sure I'm
random
depicting
priest
it
guy.
correctly.
It's a pretty strong demon, actually. I'm surprised they'll fight him. You know what? Hell yeah. I still would be careful going down there. We don't want to lose your sister. You know, she has a lovely vocabulary from what I hear.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm looking at their stats, and I was expecting way more impressive. It's not bad by any means. Like, it's really good. But they are kind of one-trick ponies that they punch and throw rock and then kick you.
You know, with a veritable possible army, we could quickly try and maybe tame the big one. I don't know how hard that would fucking be, realistically.
Who's the big one? Who's that?
What
do you got there?
check my notes from like what Valmar actually knows.
Wait a minute. The big one, as in the fucking thing we made for the peasant class? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, what
god.
now?
Of course Rise would do that. How do you have the big one?
I do and don't.
Uh-huh.
I have these neat cards that I can use to summon
Right.
creatures.
Uh-huh.
And there's one I have
Like
that.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
know that. Sorry. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh.
And I've got one, but if I summon it, it will try to kill me unless we defeat it.
Right. So
if we
it's like
do beat it-
Maharaga. I see.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly what fucking Spade described it as.
So you got Maharaga in the pocket. I'm saying this all in character. Here's what we're gonna do. Do your summons persist after you die?
Oh, no, you've
Wouldn't
never died
fucking know.
before.
I've never died.
Well, if you almost die in a few days, you know exactly what you got to do.
Really know what will happen if I die after it's summoned. Does it just
I don't know. If it does something cool, then it does something cool. But if it doesn't, then you'll just die and you won't have to worry about the possible collateral damage. Either
Was the-
or,
oh,
potentially Boone dies.
it's true. That was
Wait,
the
and then
we're
you'll
fighting
remember-
that big fuck off
Bro, I'll
dragon.
make a statue of you. Yes.
You said we were
Lucian,
fighting a
you know
fat
this.
ass.
He's a
Same
fat-ass
thing.
rabbit.
Now it's slow. Stop talking. You're going to get us killed. All right.
Oh, right. You are so fucking right.
Let's think about this. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna get some guys, and we're gonna get that going.
Sasha and X both roll a d20. It's a raw d20. I see, Sasha roll a d20.
Oh,
My God.
So you guys watch as all of a sudden Sasha goes, oh, and then falls face first into the ground, and you really
she's
can't
so
tell if she's
eepy.
breathing or not. And Sasha, your soul has left your body. This has happened more times than you'd like to admit. You know you can't go back for an hour, as a weird silvery cord connects your body to your soul.
Damn. Somebody get this potato a chair or something.
My defense, I have
Uh,
no idea what just fucking happened. I have
Can I-
never seen this happen to her in the months I've known her.
I'd like to go up to the tall, huge minotaur lady and ask, "Hey, do you know what happened to your sister?"
But she screams.
Do speak any language. Currently, I do speak any language ever. If that
Well,
helps.
it's a real shame that I'm looking at the languages they understand and it says abyssal, and I'm looking at the languages they speak and it says none. So,
Damn.
Oh, so they just make noise.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're nonverbal. That's my fault. I should have thought about that. Shit. The heart's beating and everything, right?
you go, and now the pulse is pretty low. She's fairly indistinguishable from death, except for like the tiniest senses of life. It's like someone on the brink who's like, they're still alive, but like it's not great. It's like someone who's on like medical sedatives.
Could I use my brain and experience to realize that this is the result of a fucked up ritual or magic?
Yeah, probably.
God damn it, man. Why am I stuck with a bunch of frauds? Okay. Well, best thing I can do here is just get ready to go out. I'm gonna have Tormentor's goons are already working. They're getting it going, like getting the assembly line going. I'm gonna go out and start recruiting and getting people from different countries and nations and stuff. Additionally, question. Guys, what are the chances that we could kidnap 3 random tieflings?
3 random tieflings.
Yes. My friend needs them for a biology experiment.
I mean, if you're just going for random ass guys, that's not that hard, unironically.
They're
Like,
just here. I just need their blood.
Yeah, because that would not be, honestly, if you just need their blood, you wouldn't even need to kidnap them. It's fucked up. You could just go into their house when they're asleep, steal some, and leave. And so long as they're not like Teneri, because Teneri are like actually a militaristic, like most of their people have character levels. It would probably be like relevant and you would need to fight at some point, but they're just random guys who aren't a part of the Empire who's like, oh yeah, Tina the tiefling down the road. You could just yoink some.
Anybody with the outsider trait, I just need to scoop them up, and then I'm gonna hand them to Monkey Lucian, and I'm gonna say, "Get to work."
Okay, you have 3 vials of tiefling blood, Lucian. Make it count. Chrono, think of what you want to do with trap smithing with the money that you currently have. And Sasha, think about what you want to do with your goons when you wake up in 1 hour. While we're waiting for that, X, who's the
Wonderful.
first group you go attempt to roleplay with? To go recruit.
We're gonna go see the Knights of the Pond, see how they're doing, because while I know they're not having the best rapport with me right now, I feel like common sense dictates an emergency is happening on the continent, and we have bigger fish to fry currently. So I'm gonna pull up.
This will be down to sheer dumb luck, unironically. I ain't gonna lie, this depends who you talk to, if you get support, or if they tell you go fuck yourself, or if they say, sorry, no one of importance is here who could make that decision, bye. So there's like bad, and it would be, no matter what you roll, they would just say, okay, you're lucky, common sense dictates I don't kill you. Get out of here now. Whereas, like, if you're talking to one of the guys who like you, kind of, sort of, then, like, you wouldn't even need to roll. They'd be like, sure, I'll bring you 12 nuts, and we shall face it together. So at this point, I need you to just roll me 1d4 to determine who's home. At this point.
You know how 1d4s work for me.
Oh, it's automatically a 1, huh?
Yes.
The dragon is home, unfortunately. I was gonna do a thing where I call out what each thing means, but
that's fine.
That's unfortunate.
I low-key wanted to talk to him anyways.
Okay. Since I know how high your charisma is, the gate guards tell you, oh, he will not see you. You are lucky that we do not arrest you, but you are correct about the greater threats of that threaten the continent. Peace is the only real option. They attempt to turn you away a couple of times, but you're like, nah, I need the tongue. And so he shall grant you an audience lasting no more than 5 minutes. Should he find what you say unsatisfactory, well, it'd be stupid to attack you or do anything. He's just going to tell you to leave, though.
All right. Yeah, I'll meet up with him. Go right in there. And look, I know the last time we spoke it was on unfortunate ground. However, the guy who you wanted to get rid of or capture or get rid of is currently sealed in a different dimension. Your arch enemy is currently in a ball, unleaving. We also took care of another one of those nascent ancient elder evils too. We're trying to get rid of another evil creature on this plane for basically the good of everybody else here. I'm not asking for like you specifically to do though. That I just want some aid in this because from what I see, me and my people, even though we're not the best, are the only people actually doing something right now. So I'd like your aid here.
Okay. He thinks for a moment in human form and human guise. Do you willingly fail your will save as he attempts to probe surface level thoughts?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay. Okay, so it begins skimming through Cyril thoughts. I think I pretty should let you know what they are at this point, so I'm going to kind of just hand wave this to some extent for expediency's sake. As he probes the baseline thoughts and emotions in your head, he also, fortunately, Chrono, no. There's a thing for making traps. If you look up trap making 3.5, it should give you a decent amount.
I'll also take any and all suggestions for what kind of traps to make.
Suicide traps.
Okay.
So the issue is that I already know if some of our troops die, they're going to be reanimated. If you can have it so that whenever they reanimate, they take themselves out, that would be amazing.
Here's a link that has the most I can get for you on short notice.
Or better yet,
It's pretty helpful though. Okay.
if you really think about it, a
Anyways,
gun's a trap.
true. So he will look to you and go, "You're correct in one thing, but you allow me to correct what has happened with Nullus.
Mhm.
For you see, the bond between souls was severed in the other plane. When one sacrifices their soul, he is not of that pact. So, he was released. However, when one's soul is split in multiple ways like that, he took a portion with him, and pieces of your friend were left behind. This is the only way I know what has occurred in the other plane, because of the remnants that have come into this one. For you see, the deal that the one who had assured me that he would not interfere with the beast was broken. This is why the attack was launched, in a desperate attempt to seal the Nullus before it was too late. And now it is, in fact, far too late. For this piece of the soul that was owned, not by your friend, but by one truly ancient and sealed away, still persisted. So when he sacrificed what was left of him, the deal he made, something you're unfortunately proficient in among your group, was broken. And this deal made it so that he went to the nearest location, aka directly into the hands of Priestella.
Yeah, that makes
And this
sense.
has forced my hand. You're correct. Father Limek is gone. And he is gone permanently. And while I would be remiss to give you no credit, pretending like that was the intention from the beginning is disingenuous, and we both know this.
Hold on. It was low-key the intention. I did not want him there anymore. He was always going to end up dying.
The key word being anymore. So while I said you do deserve some level of credit, but my claws have been forced.
Like the pun there. That was a good pun.
Nullus, now a greater elder evil, is on the march. My group is forced to deal with it. It is not that I do not wish to see Bune sealed away, in the same way that it's not that I don't wish to see Hampa quelled from this world. However, it is unrealistic. My claws have been forced to at least hear out both you and Pleiades, as I no longer have cards on my side of the table. I shall assist you in Bune on the hope that it works out. But I can't grant you any more than the smallest of boons, because if I do, I have even less in my corner.
Has Pleiades already promised you something?
Indeed they have. And like I said, I was forced to listen, though I don't truly wish to entertain you nor them beyond a handful of shillings. My goal has always
Yeah.
been exclusively avarice. I care not for wizards seeking to enhance their power, nor do I care for the underworld. Because if I don't
Got it.
deal with the encroaching elder evils, no one will, now that the Shakali are gone.
So, minor boon, and then, if I can just ask for a little more, could you point me in the direction of individuals who would be fervently interested in taking this down, since neither of us want this to happen?
Roll DC 40, whatever your best charisma stat is.
I'll take 10 and immediately pass.
You
Right
can't
on
take
40.
10 because you're under threat, but... Well, that's technically not under
Avarice.
threat, but you would have to take time. I'll give you a +2 circumstantial bonus, but you have to roll.
All right. What's the pass?
Okay, yeah,
45.
fine. Okay, he will sigh greatly begrudgingly and will go, fine. There are those in the Knights Errant who would assist you, and he hands you a list of names. You will
Alright.
likely need to strike pacts if you want anything greater than what you are offered, though. And I do warn you, pacts hold great importance in this world, and many will see you as a pact breaker, due to the fact that a number of magical pacts of those around you have been severed forcefully. This may cost
Yeah.
you greatly.
Yeah, I know. It's part of the job, though.
He will grant you 20,000 gold pieces and shoo you out of his house.
Bye. I'll call you when I need to kill aberrants. See you. Alright.
You return. Sasha, you wake up.
Yay.
And it's been about an
Good
hour at
morning.
this point.
Well, that was weird. I
So-
like was out of my body momentarily.
Yeah. They Boing Boing really fucked you up, man.
Well, they also made me get married to their. Wait, who? Wait, no, not
Fungus's nephew.
Spungus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the summon.
that guy.
Who died?
Damn, Michael's gone.
Oh.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome. So the team meets up at this point. What is
Alright.
the plan of action from here?
Well, I'll be real. Best thing to do here is literally go to the list and then go to different countries that are specifically bordering the lands. And then I'm gonna ask Sasha. Yeah, your name is Sasha. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. You specifically know G, right? I've never met the guy, so I can't send him a message or anything.
Yes, he is. He is like brother to me.
Right. I need you to I could probably whip up scroll really quickly for you. But I need you to send him this message. Ask how many people he has, his position, and how able are they to retreat?
Well, so the thing is,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to send a message because I cannot write.
I can
And
teach
he
you
can
how to
also
do
not
that. Do you want me to do that?
read. He also
You
can't
can't.
read.
If she can't read, scrolls can't be used.
You can't fucking read? Oh my
No,
god.
neither can
Believe it or
him.
not,
you're-
she's
if
the
you're-
second
if-
person that it was in the party that couldn't read.
Yeah, the problem is if you're illiterate, you cannot use things that have written magical, like the scrolls is the main one there, but technically
mean,
book-based
could-
magic items and other things can't be used either.
I mean,
Valimar.
I talked to G last out of like anyone in the party, so
Okay, you can talk to him. Good. You will do this instead and make sure you say that his friend is alive. Sasha, you know what? I know exactly where I'm gonna have you.
Oh, also tell
gonna
him
do
that Hilda's back too.
That too. But the key details here, how many he has, state of the forces, and if they're to retreat. Got 25 words.
Okay, I'll give you guys time to discuss your plan. I will walk away, because I need a drink, I just realized, and then my blood sugar is being a bit funky. So, I will return in like 10 minutes. Come up with a plan so we can speed run through the messages and the prep time so we can get into the actual meat of this. Okay,
Dynamite.
bye-bye, I'll miss you.
Okay. Message. I don't know how y'all want to do this, I'll be honest.
just
Uh,
I can try and condense whatever you want to ask in 15 letters. I mean, 15 words. It doesn't really like super matter.
It's just this is Valimar. Sasha is alive. We need your army's state. That's 10 words. Can you retreat and regroup with us north? That's 18. There's 7 more words there.
So this is Valmar Sasha's alive. We need your army state is what I have so far, and then we need
Yes.
to regroup.
We need to regroup. Can you retreat? If not, where will we meet on battlefield? Also, Helga lives.
Okay, that is more than 25 from what I've written down.
Where are we at?
This is Valmar Sasha alive. We need your army state. We need to regroup. Can you retreat? If not, where will we meet? And then I could write battlefield, and that would be 25.
That will work. Can G read?
No.
Oh my fuck! I forgot G can't read.
That's
Doesn't
fine.
really-
He doesn't need to read to return the sending. Doesn't need to read to return the sending. All he's got to do is be able to speak and think.
You can do that.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I mean, the thing is, you know what? Sasha is really goated in a fight. I've seen her do the stuff that she needs to do, and that's just fine. It'll be fine. Hey, you went to Alabaster, the big enemy kingdom where Crimson's from. How evil were they on a scale of 1 to 10? Did they not really give a fuck? fucking
Surely you're not
specifically
talking to
you.
me because I didn't go to Alabasta.
You didn't go. Where were you? Where Russell died, and he got like stabbed or something,
You got
Oh wait, like
or did he get?
what? We were
So where did
there. Like that's
Russell?
where we met the team, but we weren't
Damn, where did Russell die?
Russell
in
died.
the ether. I
Where the
don't know.
fuck?
In a pocket dimension.
He
No, he
died in
didn't
the
die in a
pot.
pocket dimension. He died in. It was the place where it was like the king. Was it the King of Alabasta? Hold on.
Because
I'm trying to remember.
Well, they
It
were
was the
pretty
king
fighting,
that
sure-
and
had
I
like
thought they
10
went to like, their
billion
own little.
kids.
okay, I know exactly what you mean. There's no way they're not going to help us because they're currently a bunch of dickheads. Low key. Oh, I forgot that there's a king guy who has infinite wishes. I'm gonna talk to him too.
Well, I don't think he actually has infinite wishes.
Yeah,
He
he has
unfortunately
troops.
does.
Well, yeah. He does like isn't like to a low extent though. Like
It's not
really
as
shitty
good.
wishes.
It's not as strong as infinite wishes, but it's basically infinite wishes.
Yeah.
Like he can't wish for like the stars to fall, but he can make like a self-sustaining kingdom. I just need him to help out. And if he can like send messages to the local kingdoms about the fact that we are doing shit and taking names, that'd be really cool.
Also, yeah, I'm
Will they
looking at
actually
like
do
some of the
something?
traps that are listed here. I don't see any that just actually automatically kill someone that is reanimated. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine. So listen, we're gonna improvise. All right, hear me out. Because how we typically get down, how I typically get down, how Lucian typically gets down, we're gonna cheese the mechanics. All right, we're gonna cheese it really hard, and we're gonna stretch what the word trap means. All right.
Sure.
A trap is like a mechanism that activates based on the a trap is a mechanism that activates based on the like interaction of somebody else, right?
You could
If I
define it as
understand.
that, yes.
Yes, you could define it as that. So therefore, is that not a ballista? Is that not a crossbow?
Yeah. Could technically
Is
by
that
the
not a mine?
I'm looking at the
We
list
could
that
have you throwing out tear gas.
I mean that is actually a thing that is listed on the thing space.
And I have we're currently cooking up a disease that's gonna give most of the demon army that they have super rabies. All right. That's what we're currently cooking up. If y'all can make that to where the main troops push forward and they throw out tear gas, the reason I abducted the tiefling blood people is specifically so outsiders are specifically more what's the word, attuned to said disease. This is a Geneva Convention. That's okay. What are you feel? What is Valimar comfortable with on a scale of 1 to super duper evil fucked up?
well, considering that when we were talking about what to do with the marriage thing, where it was going to last like hundreds of years, he was the one to suggest we just sell off the goons into slavery. So he really doesn't care that much. Like,
Wonderful.
if it's people he doesn't like, he does not give two shits, like at all.
How do you feel about kamikazes for people?
I mean, like, I know you brought up earlier, but the plan was if Valmar ever got close to dying because of an enemy, he was just going to, like, summon the big one and then probably die immediately to see if
Yes.
that would just kill them too, so he doesn't really mind.
Which means we gotta, you're going on the front lines, man. Front lines. You're gonna be right next to me. I have a plan, and I knew you'd be here, and it's great. It's wonderful. We're gonna go on his back. All right. We're gonna have a bunch of explosives. It's gonna be great. You're gonna kamikaze. And if we don't die before we touch down, then you summon the big one. Or, hear me, we summon the big one 3,000 feet in the air. Have him fall down onto Bune, and then crushing damage does the job.
If I'm able to do that, then yeah, I don't really know, like, the limitations of the whole, like, summoning him thing.
I don't know either. That's why you gotta cheese
That
your
is
way
something
out
I'd have
of
to
it.
ask Spade, actually. Because I feel like Valmar
Listen.
should know, I just have never asked.
You can always cheese. Right, Lucian? He agrees. He's just not saying it.
I have like glassy eyes as I am intaking information.
You can always cheese. You can always cheese. Other than that, we do have an actual army of people via another player character who's not here. So yeah, all we have to do is literally hold out, and do sufficient damage to big guy. The only issue is that Bune has like 3,000 health. So that's really bad. I haven't shown y'all the plan. Have you? Have I?
No. Well,
No.
hold on. I think Spade showed it to me before. And it was a very
The
crude
drawing?
drawing.
Oh, I didn't. I don't have it.
Let's see. Like, in character, I'm pretty sure Valmar doesn't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, the actual drawing of it. Let me see if I can find it.
It's a smart plan. It's the smartest plan. The best plan. All right.
This
It's a good
fucking
one.
drawing act.
You want, I can post it.
Probably be best, because I don't know if I'm gonna fucking scroll up and find it in time.
Got you. Here is the plan in every phase. The only part that we aren't going to be able to do is pop the eye, but that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We really don't need to. If the rabies does the job, the Yugoloths will be swarming around.
Someone down here is rage baiting.
Oh, I was so confused because I realized that they're
It's
in
backwards.
phases, and I was on phase 4. Like, okay.
Dumbass is obviously gonna cast spells, but I don't really care.
Mhm. So that's the bones of the plan. It's
Okay,
not.
I
It's probably
understand.
not going to happen. It's the bones of it. It's probably not going to happen, but the bones of it are there.
Real.
The main goal at the start of the fight will be to get whatever gold hoard and treasure hoard on the back of Bune off him, so that his big, nasty, scary spot is exposed. After that, he will probably go on the offensive, like fly around and be angry and pissy. That's just fine. We want him to be on the defensive and be a little bit more erratic. That's why we have people rage baiting him and screaming out his secrets.
Okay.
I will say, if your character specifically rage baits him, there's a non-zero chance that he will turn you into a pile of goo.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. My character doesn't
Very
care what
scary.
happens to other people that he like if he doesn't like them, but he's also not going to just go and kill himself or do something that will obviously kill him. Like,
Yes. Which is why I'm gonna very politely and kindly frame it as you being a superhero. But just in case it goes bad, you know what to do. We'll make a statue of you. It'll be a cool looking statue too. Trust me. Other than that, because unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to do most of the downtime because I'm gonna have to rush around and make connections and talk to people.
Like what? Sorry. Like what do you want us to do?
I don't know. Can you craft?
No.
If not, you're gonna have to go to the Albranium mines for a bit, man.
to be fair, Sasha is a good talker.
Yeah. She can recruit more goons. Probably.
If you can, that'd be amazing. You know, that'd
She
be
can go
great
get
if
her
you can
goons.
recruit more people.
Actually, they're
Just
gonna
don't go like
die.
catatonic.
Oh, okay.
They might die, but it's a sacrifice we need to make.
True.
It sucks to suck, I guess. There you go. For level 1 people, probably anyway. What the fuck do they matter? I started this adventure at level 7. I don't give a fuck about the level 1s.
I'm trying to think. If I were to draw G on the front lines of war, he's probably aura farming.
He only ever fucking aura farm.
Guys,
Yes.
Yeah.
Alan, we are so fucked.
Oh, we're fine. Probably not.
What do you
really.
mean?
Yeah, we're probably fucked.
What do I mean? Well, more specifically, I've been transmitted a message. I am your messenger now, for the moment. Boone just talked to me in my brain. Here's the thing. He has zero beef with us at this moment in time. And if we choose to go any further with these plans, he is going to kill us. Immediately.
Well, duh.
Yeah. Well, he and Hampa are working together.
Uh-huh.
Right.
His royal guards are all with him. However, he doesn't really give a shit that we exist, and if we just leave him be for him to take what he wants out of which happens to be his old body and his treasures, he'll fuck off when he's done.
Right. Lucian.
Yes, Captain.
So while I don't doubt most of what he says, probably,
Yeah.
and you know, even if big guys listen, and I hope you are, man, he's also like one of the biggest liars ever.
He would. That would be the case if he didn't form a soul contract with me over this situation.
He's formed a soul contract with you.
Yeah.
What did he promise you?
He promised me he promised me that if I
Right.
dip the fuck out,
Right.
I am not the first one to die. Otherwise, I turn into a worm. Secondly,
Oh, brother.
and I'm not lying to you this time, He has told me to
Ah.
try and make the attempt to convince you, you specifically, X, my friend, and what was the other guy's name? It started with a P. What was his name? It was a P.
P
Starts with a P, I think.
P P P
Pleiades.
P. Oh,
Pleiades.
those dorks. Right.
Just leave them be. He's not going to come for the chickens. Something about the chickens. You didn't even tell me
Something
about
about
the
the
chickens.
chickens.
You just told me I was making diseases for this
I don't
Yorgoloth
know shit about chickens.
nonsense.
I don't know anything about
What?
chickens, man.
What
I don't
the
know what
hell?
he's. I think that's a metaphor.
Wait a minute.
Can't believe he talked
Look.
to metaphors.
Look,
He doesn't care about the chicken joints. He will actively help you.
Oh, I'm
He
actually
doesn't
presenting a
care
different
about
way.
the chicken.
See,
Yeah.
I literally wanted to fucking talk to him. I just didn't know how. I felt like I wanted to talk to him before we had this whole incident. However, if we can come to a common brained accord, then we really don't have to fight. However,
Yeah,
I
no,
would like to speak to him.
He even says it right here. He doesn't care about the chicken joints and would let them achieve that, and even help them if he thinks that you should just cut your you should just cut your losses and be cool guys. We can be cool guys. Is this not what this is called? The cool guys thing?
I am not.
Right?
You can't. You don't have that fourth wall information. Don't steal my feet. That's my ability. That's what I can do.
Motherfucker, you don't remember my commonality from both worlds.
All right.
I say fucked up shit too, my man.
You can't break the fourth wall. You can't do that. That's my
Rise,
thing.
tell him I can. Rise, I can.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You can't do that. Stop it.
Father, please. Father, help.
Look. Also,
You're
you
the
you've been
worst
talking
at
to
your
the
own business.
God. Look, if you can, or if you're still in, listen, I would love to talk to him. It's literally, I'm a binder. I bind shit. We can really set something up, really going on. As long as Frog, you want your friend G going on, and what? What's your name? Valimar. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the reason he reached out to me specifically is because I have a very simplistic mindset at the moment. All
No,
of
you
these
just said his
extra
name 3 times, which is how he found you. I was keeping track.
Oh. Well, ain't that a bitch?
You were the one who
Still.
said it the 3rd time in this session, which means you happened to be that. I would have PM'd anyone who said it 3rd. But yeah.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, yeah. So, Sasha, you want your friend over there, right?
Yes, I would like G back.
Do you really give a fuck about those people down below?
Well, I tried to save that I don't know the magic place, but
Mhm.
don't really. I just fight people.
Can I interest you in employment, actually?
Oh my god.
In what way?
Okay, so listen. If you want a kind of similar transportation here, like your own personal back and forth to the material plane, I would be willing to set that up for you at this place here. Additionally, you can have your mercenaries work in tandem with us, and we can have a going relationship, paid to financially. You wouldn't be under us exactly, but you'd be under the umbrella. We'd help each other out on occasion.
Do you want me to do what?
Do what you normally do. Do what you like to do. Mercenary jobs. Work around. As long as you don't stab us in the back, we don't care.
Well, I suppose you did did save me, but I don't have any problems with you.
Wonderful. I'll get that signed.
Just as if
that
you piss.
contract signed up soon.
Wait, actually, hold up. Let me. No, never mind. I suppose it is all right.
Wonderful. I'll teach you how to write signatures and your name, and we'll get a contract going for you. Valimar,
Yeah. Well,
you don't want to die, do you?
nope.
You do like making traps, right?
Yep.
How would you like to be the trap master of this keep?
Pretty good. I'd like that.
Living wage, you got somewhere to live, perfectly stable, and you have a good amount of connections. How's that sound?
Sounds good, but what's the catch?
How does 100 gold a month sound?
That works for me.
Wonderful. I'll get that signed, that contract done once we get done talking. Once I get done talking to the big cheese in a minute. All right.
And who is that?
Also, I never introduced myself. My name is The Fool. I am of the Arcane Cartel. You're currently saying at our keep is wonderful. The big cheese is the he's probably hiding in somebody's shadow right now, but you know, he's a little shy, so I'll have to converse with him in a bit.
Hey, the big cheese is who again?
Big cheese is the tormentor, aka the level 24 scary guy with epic leadership. The guy who
so
actually has our armies.
So that doesn't explain why every time I go to fetch water, like I've just done, it keeps turning very gross.
Well, this is tainted land. Demons do live here, and devils and all that other stuff. This is tainted land, yeah.
Yeah, but it's especially icky when I do it.
Oh. That's because I think he was pissy at you. So
That's
yeah. The other you, not you.
That's fine, but also
Are
like,
you guys
why?
the same? We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later, but you know what? You're on the docket. I appreciate you.
I want my coffee and Takis, please.
I'll fabricate that for you when I get done talking.
I will fabricate it. Don't you start on me. That is my invention for this world.
It's his 5th levels. Okay, I understand. Wonderful. I'll get those contracts signed up for you guys. You won't have to die for now. And I'm gonna go talk to Bune. And I'm gonna talk to Tormentor. And I'm gonna see how this thing shakes out. If necessary, I'm just gonna give back the money. Cause I don't wanna owe those goobers anything, you know? I'll keep the names though, because they're important.
So what's the plan?
Honestly, if Boone's willing to conversate over this, yeah. we can conversate. The main goals in this talk is I want Sasha's friends, G and them, to come on over to here. Leaving us be. Aiding in our ventures, as they already have to do with Vainglory, to be honest. And if I can actually get a one-on-one with him, I'll conversate about future plans. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he can go in my Rolodex. We'll see what's going on. I love business. I love business.
This is a problem, Frederick. At the beginning, I was gonna be like, "Oh, where are you?" in case you get revived, and then Valmar's like, "Yeah, you can just bury him. I don't know what else to do."
Well, I mean, the option was Valmar carries around his fucking cut in half corpse with him. So
that is true. That's fair. Yeah.
Can you actually? I like Russell. Can you get me his body?
I don't have it.
I
Yeah.
must go Betty
What do you mean you
Buys.
don't have it? Michael, good news.
Okay.
We're not fighting the devil. Maybe. If he agrees
No,
to the
don't say
terms.
fucking maybe. I am not fighting the devil. I am not with you.
You got
Monkey
scared because
Notion
your friend
runs
called
off
you
into the
one.
distance.
All right, I'll keep in touch.
I mean, I'll stay at the castle, but I'm not fucking fighting for you.
For me. God, these people don't understand. Anyways, yeah. That's the plan. And after that, I'm gonna talk Tormentor. Even though Search isn't here. I'll just do that in PMs. Let him know the plans. Because I don't think he really gives a fuck.
True, true.
Okay.
Okay, so now you head on out for your little adventure
Mhm.
time. We're gonna speed run. Well, actually, I don't really need to speed run this now.
I think this would be pretty good. We got a good business deal going.
So, Sasha and Val might get dragged along with him.
Hey guys.
Q3. Go to the site of the impact TM.
Yeah.
And
Try to
so
stay close.
inevitably an army of Yugoloths, like a true army at this point. Most of the men in the surrounding towns have fallen. They no longer have held their ground.
Mhm.
It's like I'm
Damn.
reading something. Okay, anyways. I was reading sorry. Anyways. Now, Bune will not meet with you privately, but he will meet with the three of you. In addition to his 10 Ultra Loth guards.
I understand the need for protection. Can we grab G really quickly?
He has G. He's in the
Okay, wonderful.
POW camp.
Wonderful,
No.
wonderful.
As once Russell had fallen, Bonsai's connection to the world was retracted, and he ascended back to heaven. And most of the wizards kind of left at a certain point,
Yeah.
as this continent is likely devoid of a magic college, but the continent directly above still has theirs just fine. And now that Pleiades' plans are well known, it's created a very strange. This group is against this group. This group is against this group. The who's at war with who has kind of turned into a genealogy chart of sorts, where it's more like, oh yeah, Pleiades hates you guys. Mages College hates Pleiades. Bune, fairly neutral. And so it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And with this being said, Bune does in fact have Lizran and Lizran's mom in cum jars, as they are well known TM. Connected to a necklace that he is now wearing. With a third, not so empty jar attached to it. To actually describe these and stop calling them cum jars for once, they are translucent, semi-solid slime-like stasis chambers, where the people are trapped within, unmoving, bound by intricate arcane relays at the top of it. In the third capsule in the middle, it is an empty one of these stasis slime that holds only a stone tablet of some description. Now, X, you recognize this due to having ridiculous knowledge checks and some the fourth wall and lore. This is what an epic level spell scroll looks like. Because obviously, an epic level spell cannot be contained simply by ink and paper. It requires complex relays and powerful storage. The words alone are enough to melt some minds and burn the papers away, and so they are rather carved upon ancient tablets. While they look like stone, are actually complicated circuits, usually chiseled into things of symbolic representation, like obsidian or limestone. The 2 mile long wingspan unfurls as you three all look upon the ebon wings of death as 10 Ultraloth Blackguard surround him. And he would go, "Ah, I see. You've come. I did not expect you to have it in you, Breaker."
What did you call me?
Act Breaker.
Oh. Yeah. I figure if you're gonna make deals and stuff, you should probably do it well in the presence of said person. So I simply want to make sure that I fully comprehend.
Okay. Well, I know what's gonna happen here because I know him and I know you. So, roll me a diplomacy check.
How did I
So yes, hoorah.
All three of you roll diplomacy checks, actually.
I didn't even want to be here.
36.
Okay. Okay. Sasha and Valbar go. Valbar here, you're kind of like up against X's leg, being like, oh,
And then Liz
afraid.
rose from the dead.
You're
No,
in
he's
the cum
currently
jar,
in
my
the
boy.
jar.
I just saw you that you're in the cum jar with your mom
Yeah.
around his
Oh.
neck currently.
Great. Wonderful.
We're making
I'm
deals,
so glad.
man.
Okay. Got it. So he will begin flaunting. And it's, okay, sorry, I was laughing at something. Yeah, it's okay. Anyways, he'll begin flaunting, and you know exactly what's happening here, X. His overconfidence getting the better of him, as it typically does. Where you're like, oh yeah, I want to understand your end of it, and he'll go, I have all the marbles. I have your friends of magic blood. As he gestures to his neck piece, showing both the souls of Lizrand and his mother trapped within the jars, as he will go. And I'm only missing one more. Once I have it in my body and the treasures of this world, of these ruins, then I'll simply leave. I learned my lesson from the last time. Hump only managed to stay aboard this world because he had the armies and the deals to maintain it. But I do not bow, for I am the general of all of the grey wastes of Gehenna, the true warden. And once I have this power, then even Riot will not be able to stand up against me. Why would I want something in this world full of worms when I could enhance the standings of Gehenna? I could be more than a general. I could be its dragon god. And why would you stand against me? Your Rolodex would just get 3 names devoided from it. You trade your power and your life for little more than ego. I know you because me and you are one in the same. Both of us lie when it is needed. For they may not know, but I know in the grand scheme of the alliance, of the alignments of the realms. We sit in the same square. You've done exactly what I would have done in your shoes.
Yeah, no, you put it exactly right, actually. Yeah, I really have no interest in fighting you. If we even were going to, I was going to attempt to contact. I had no idea how to do so. So this was always generally a part of my plan. If I'll stay out of your way, and you said you're willing to help, yeah, absolutely. If necessary, I heard that from a friend of mine. But yeah, absolutely, I'd be willing to stay out the way. And you said you were missing a third. Maybe I could point you in a direction. Just let me know.
It's actually quite interesting. See, this is the thing. Okay, yeah, it just goes back and forth between you two. Just be like, Here we go. Is it not obvious? I'm going to keep this role, but this is the last thing I'm keeping this role for. Then we're going to switch to the next. Bro will stand on his hind legs, towering 2 miles into the sky, arms outstretched, hitting the Nico Bolas pose as he laughs a maniacal and twisted laugh. As he'll go, is it not obvious? Why do you think the old fool summoned me here to begin with? Adventurers are so very predictable. They fall into a corner, and then they say, I'll give you anything. So you give them the slightest hint of power, or what they seek. It is like an ant asking for sugar. When you go to your cupboard, you have a jar. A single spoonful is enough to feed their hive. Oh wait, it's called nest, whatever. It's enough to feed their nest for the rest of the year. But to you, it's just a spoonful, a handful of copper. This is what I stand over the world. So before Lizran's father was a mighty wizard on her path to becoming one of the zodiac. He was a lowly adventurer with the love of his life and his friend. And when stuck in a corner, they begged for salvation. And I, the Lord of Vanglory, gave it to them. However, of course, there's always a cost. One that his wife, he gestures to his neckpiece once more, was quite willing to pay, and that he desperately tried to get out of for all of these years. For what else leverage could one have held to hold his loyalty other than his very soul? And soon I'll have the full set. The best part, all his friends died for naught. As he twists the last piece of his necklace, currently twists the last piece of his necklace, just kind of flaunting what he thinks will soon be filled, as he will say, for you see, when he's forsaken by even Pleiades, in his attempt to save his son, or to right the wrongs of the past. He's burnt every bridge, and he's made the one mistake that you should yourself avoid: becoming expendable despite being powerful. And once I collect him, my body, and the ruins of the Magus ascendancy here, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Listen, I like the necklace. It looks really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The bone decor is really good. As for the old lizard guy, You know what? I might have something for you. I'll take out the sending stone. I don't know. You probably already have something like this. I don't know if this will help you at all, but this is connected to most of the members of Pleiades. I don't know if you could like backtrack it or do something like that. And you know what? Just as a fresh start to whatever comes of this, like pact or whatever we make here, I want to hand this over, see what's going on with that.
Okay, and he will reach his giant ass claw down and pick it up. It looks like, God, I don't even know what would be this small. It looks like a single like lice egg between like the fingers of a man.
Ew.
Is the size comparison as he picks it up and puts it upon the treasure hoard on his back. Okay. Yes. So I shall extend to each one of you a pact. And he will take out 3 pieces of paper from his treasure hoard, looking kind of very awkward as before you are now 3 large contracts, all the size of your own body, because that's the smallest he can physically write. As like giant, essentially rug-sized parchments are laid out before the 3 of you.
Yeah, I like to read it and all the fine print and all that.
Is this in Celestial or
sure.
something I can read?
This isn't something you. I don't know. Can you read Abyssal?
No.
Okay, what can you read?
I can read Common, Lupin, Goblin, Halfling, Sylvan, and Knoll.
Yeah, I guess he could just write it. He gives you a common copy, I suppose.
Oh, that'd be nice.
How kind. Wow.
Okay, Sasha
Us?
can't read hers.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
will volunteer to read it for you.
Okay.
My fuck.
Well, Valmar, you quickly come to the realization that Bune may be a manipulative cock. You start putting it together. You're not the best in social situations.
I mean, I know that he's like the fucking biggest liar of all time.
Biggest
Like, I
dickhead
remember
ever.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that, like, when fucking Luzran was like, oh, I found a book about all this shit about him. And it was like, oh, he's a fucking massive liar. Like, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So you read Sasha's contract, and you think he might have been trying to pull a one over on her. As Sasha's contract is, of course, so all 3 contracts have, should you stand against Bune, be it through the ways of manipulation or direct confrontation, you will be turned into a worm in Gehenna for all of time, or until other usage. This then has multiple subcategories and addendums, specifically dictating with no uncertain terms what this confrontation must look like. For you see, he has given a level of consideration to you, more so than you were expecting, as this would mean effectively attempting to wriggle outside of the boundaries of this contract via alternative interpretations of the wordings and addendums would result in termination. Additionally, fighting any that are directly of his employ within 2 lines of leadership. So, for instance, fighting and killing, even not permanently, one of his royal guard or one directly underneath his royal guard would also result in termination, though he really doesn't care about things like Mesaloths or, it doesn't prevent you from attacking Yugalos in general. Just those that work directly under him or directly under somebody who works directly under him would be qualified for this. of course, attempting to directly interfere with one of his plans with the knowledge that it would likely do so, or the intention to interfere with his plans inadvertently, would also result in the termination of one's life. Otherwise, he doesn't really give a fuck, though. Essentially, if you try to pull a him and try to wiggle out of the contract in some way, you get turned into a worm anyways. This said,
it-
though,
Okay.
ask
I
your
want to
question,
make
ask your question.
sure it's because it's if we break the bounds of the laundry, or if we end up fighting somebody 2 ranks below him, essentially, I would like to ensure that it is vice versa for those beneath him. I would obviously not say for him to, for that, but those beneath him obviously want to ensure that just in case lines get string or somehow we end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, if I accidentally happen to swing a sword at somebody, I don't get turned into a worm. You understand.
Mhm.
Don't want
We'll get to
wires
that.
crossed. We have a good thing going.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Now we'll go into the sub-addendums of the individual contracts. So, to Frog / Sasha, Valmar, as you read it to her, what he grants Sasha is he will give her G back, as G is currently in the torture cells of Gehenna, within the grand eternal prison of Carceri, as leverage over Sasha. So he will grant G back unharmed and fully healed of any harm that may have been done mentally or physically within Carceri. Additionally, what he will grant to Sasha is a semi-lasting treaty with her husband Bleepus, meaning that certain subsections of Gehenna and the elemental plane of Earth will be cooperative from this point forward. That there will not be certain grievances in the past will be ignored. Certain relics shall be returned to their rightful owners, etc., etc. It feels very heavily in his favor, is what you're quickly learning, however, as effectively Sasha gets G back and not murdered, is what she gets out of it. And Bune gives up things he doesn't care about and doesn't directly own to get things that he wants and directly wants to own from Sasha, as well as effectively cutting Bleepus off at the knees so that he could not retaliate in any way through this contract.
I see.
However, your personally, Valmar, seems far more favorable to you to an extent that you feel it is almost suspicious. As once again, the first addendum is the same among all 3. However, he offers you protection from Pleiades that you will not be dealt with in any time soon in any uncertain term. And that additionally, he will grant you the cards that he has found, as he has gotten the ones that Hampa had. As Hampa, well, the one who, okay, so long story short, there's a guy underneath Hampa who had some of these cards. There's more than one card master, as you learn, which is specifically these cards are made to attempt to counter Pleiades' plans. As such, by essentially removing yourself from the Pleiades conflict altogether, and granting you the cards of the other card masters that he currently knows the location of, you don't know what he's getting out of that. And it doesn't tell you in the contract. It feels too good to be true, though. And And the other thing he is willing to give you is employ within the Grey Waste. That upon the time of your death, rather than being damned for all of eternity, you will be uplifted into an arcana loft to work within the libraries of Gehenna underneath him directly.
Wow.
Until then, however, you will simply get protection and nothing much else.
401k.
Yeah. 401. Hell 401k. Your soul's taken care of when you die. Until then, do what you want, man, I guess, right? And the only thing you have to do is, like I said, accept the non-aggression pact and in small, tiny print at the bottom, relinquish all, just relinquish all information you have on the lizard, his family, and his estate.
He literally gets nothing out of this thing because I don't fucking know. Like, I've never had like a personal talk with Lizran. Like, I don't fucking know.
But that's all the addendums. You are granted protection from Pleiades as well as the additional cards. You're granted employ upon the time of the termination of your life, where you will be uplifted into an arcana loft, retaining your memories to work within his libraries. In exchange, of course, you can't do anything against him, or you get turned into a worm for all of time and space. And you must grant him all viable information.
Mhm.
I also don't get a whole lot out of this either, because like Pleiades, I don't
get some
think gives
cool
two fucks
cards.
about me. Like I just
You
really
get the
just
new
get the
cards.
cards and like the hell 401k. That's really it.
You get 2 jobs. And you don't die. Because we are right in front of him.
That is true. If we say
But
no,
you
he
can't
can
bargain for
arrest me.
more.
Yeah, my charisma's a -1, pal. That's not happening. Like maybe Sasha could. I can't fucking bargain for shit. Also, fucking wait, why didn't he want information about the fucking Lizran shit from Sasha?
What is Sasha gonna do?
You don't think that now that
I don't know. I
you
don't
know
think he
what?
thinks he's
He
sentient.
might be a liar. You might not be able to tell if he's lying or not due to the nature of his divine ability. However, you think he may not think very highly of Sasha. You think that you think that he thinks that if he gave her the paper and a pen, she might just sign, but then that she wouldn't have any clear information that he would find relevant. You think that might be the case?
I'm getting the feeling here.
Now, X, your contract is
Yeah.
little 50-50. Little
Mhm.
50-50. Of course, as the first addendum, as is originally posted, he also states that he shall assist in the creation of a small to moderate chicken chain at the locations where the hags were slain,
Wonderful.
providing additional enhanced chickens to the process and funding for the initial buildings as well. And of
I
course,
love early investors.
You will be allowed to he will not use his connections to cut off anyone in your Rolodex. As apparently he is actually just fully able to do that. Apparently he can just
Yeah.
turn off names from your Rolodex, including his own.
Yeah. I mean, there's
So he
like some
won't
people
be
that are like in greed there. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he shall not tamper with your Rolodex whatsoever.
Mhm.
However, what he asks of you beyond the basic peace treaty is to remove yourself completely from the Pleiades contract. To remove yourself completely from the equation there. He doesn't want you interfering with them, nor does he really want you even talking to them. You just drop everything, and he will do his best to make sure they drop everything on you as well.
Ah,
Now, you
man.
are pretty big-brained, though. You think you can figure out what
Yeah.
happens from here. He likely made a pact with Pleiades to just take Lizran's dad. So likely the only reason because you don't see any way that he would give a fuck about Pleiades. Beyond the fact that they interfere with a pact that is already outstanding. And it's just kind of easier to lie to them. And take Lizran's dad, and then go home. But, like, maybe they caught him in the contract or something. Or you don't know exactly what they may have over him or why he is doing this in this particular way. And you're not fully sure how relevant it is to the conversation. But that is the outstanding bit of it, that yeah, you just can't interfere with them effectively. So that's all the contracts as they are written.
And that's permanently, not until he leaves said plane.
It's permanently.
What made him take that serious step, though?
It is a good question. Well, you are big-brained, and I'll give you a lot for free. I just don't think you have the thing to relevantly just no diff that. You'd probably have to actually think about that above game and possibly roll some checks.
Well, they do have a bunch of the other little thingamabobs, right? Little goon chairs. Summon parts. And they're just giving away Lizran's dad for free, right? Which is, free loot. I wouldn't say no. Did they like specifically say, hey, because technically this is a third break the Pleiades contract to even ask him to make this deal, and if they believe that this deal would have been made? Because I did speak to Crimson about this specifically, so they could have just backtracked around there. It's not that crazy. It's not ridiculous. Could I not then, in his best interest, simply slightly change that amendment to be, once he leaves the plane, I'm free to do as I wish? As unfortunately, you got a lot of funny people over there. I like those guys. I think they're funny. Technically, my granddaughter is there. Only technically, though. Plus, I want to kill Crimson. He's kind of bad. I don't know, guys. What do y'all think, Chad? Should I stop being the evil guy and just take the deal? Or should I finagle a little bit?
I mean, like, again, I don't really see why he would even offer this without some kind of fucking hidden motive, if we're being, like, super real here.
Yeah, I mean, they have plans which are going to kill my friend. So I kind of do have to get involved low-key.
See, like, the only thing is, like, with this deal, I feel like Sasha's at least, like, she very much is like, oh, well, he kind of got captured from war. So, like, yeah, she cares about him, but, like, if he got captured in war, it's, like, on him type shit.
He goes to the forever torture chamber now.
Yeah.
Sorry, G. I guess that's the last.
I guess you're stuck in forever hell.
Yeah, it's G being tortured, but sexily is the last picture Frog ever draws of him.
Yeah, that's that was his moment before he got taken to the infinite torture chamber. And like, she doesn't have enough of a relationship with the Earth plane to where I think she would care about, you know, like whatever equal footing they're on now or deal that they have.
I just like that earlier. You're like, yeah, I think of G as like a brother, and now you're like, well, you know, it's kind of his fault. I guess he can be tortured
Well,
forever. Then fuck it.
Well, no,
Elbows,
she
though, that's
does.
tough.
It's more or less like in war, you know, like the spoils of war, bro. He got taken.
Damn.
He would do the same though.
Hmm.
Like I
Are
feel
there
like
any
if
relevant-
Sasha got like captured then from that, he could then just also he would probably think, oh, she'll get out of it, or like
You think
something. I
it
don't.
says Superman out?
Yeah, would hope so. But he can get out. He's gonna flex his way out of the infinite torture chamber.
Fucking break the chains with the flex. Leave
Yeah.
He's
prisoners
gonna
out.
farm enough aura to where they can't keep him there anymore. Obviously,
Yeah, his aura was too
course.
powerful. They had to get him out of there.
he gets
Oh my
high enough
God.
charisma that he charms Boone. He charms his way out.
Yeah.
Are there any relevant checks I can make here?
Wait, no, Boone should put G on his back. He's a treasure, bro.
Actually, I need to think about that. Because this is a problem. Because of the one that he currently has equipped from like the 3 choices he gets of the 13 from the Vainglory one, right?
Mhm.
The issue is, if I said roll a sense motive, you would automatically fail. Like
Right.
even if you got a 50. So like,
Jesus
I
Christ.
would say do that, but it wouldn't work, and that feels bad.
That's true, Frederick. I think of like a brother. Did I mention my brothers all died? That is very true.
That's fair. He needs to look handsome for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the sister made it out of hell, man. This is a
That
lot.
is true.
True. You know what, X?
Yes.
There's one okay. Roll me.
Got you.
Wait, what? Okay, now what 3 vestiges do you have equipped right now?
Currently, because we were making deals today, and I didn't get the chance to switch out. I got I'll make sure I look at this right. I have, what's her name? I have Astaroth right now. Astaroth is, wait, can I not just bard it? Astaroth gives me angelic, constantly whispers the secrets of reality in the back of your mind, allowing you to draw on his nigh infinite knowledge.
Of course. Yeah. Who else do you have?
I have Astaroth. Who's the one gives me the one that gives me like a flat 10 that lets me take 10 on chat.
Nereberus.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
What fucking class?
And
are you?
for the buff to
Binder.
like speaking, I got the green lady because she gives me a +2 to charisma, and I can do like stuff with magic items and shit.
Okay, noted. Roll a bardic knowledge then, sure.
Okay, I figure out how to do this.
It's kind of bullshitty because through Astaroth it is. I think it converts.
Yeah, it's relative to binder level.
Yeah. Roth.
3.5.
3.5. Okay. So it would be equal to your binder level. Oh wait, I forgot there's 2 of the same fucking guy. There's 2 Astaroths. Okay. It's the unjustly fallen's the one you have. So this would be you can do nigh infinite with an effective binder level. So there's literally no. Okay, so this is the downside. There's no other benefit. So you don't add anything else except for your effective binder level, which would be 2 higher than what your real level is. In this case.
Well, let's see what happens.
Actually, it only be 1 higher. I'm stupid because you took you have the You have the Knight one,
I got
right?
these.
The Knight of the Sacred Seal.
No, I'm Anima Mage.
Okay, never mind. Then you have full progression, so that means it would be at
The
2
fuck is
higher.
this?
Yep.
Mhm.
Binder's crazy. Binder's one of my favorite classes.
Ah,
I'm hearing fucking vestiges and shit
natural
out
one.
here.
I lose.
Wow.
Okay, in that case, I'm deeply sorry, but yeah, no, you kind of just you really start looking around. You will hear the whispers of eternity in your ears. You really think about anything that could possibly be relevant, and you don't get anything of value here because you know fundamentally that he has equipped the one that means if you roll a sense motive to attempt to gather more information, you're just going to automatically fail, and it would likely be misleading to you and not helpful.
Mhm.
Because it'd likely make you see either the opposite of what is true, but then rather than extrapolating on what is true based off of what is opposite, it would know that you could do that. And it just goes into that whole thing of like back and forth in your brain, and you're like, huh, I just don't think there's anything I can use.
Okay. Then with that, I'm gonna look up from the contract and say, there's a minor misalignment of intentions on my part here. This specifically right here isn't feasible for me at the moment due to my current connections. And I think someone like you can understand that somebody or something in my local group that I believe belongs to me will be removed from me if I take this clause. So I don't really think I can follow along unless we be able to amend this or alter it in any way, as I could not understand how intelligent you are, but I think I could give some suggestions about how to go around it. And then you could obviously correct whatever insolence I say if you are willing or able to.
Does anyone else attempt to amend their contracts / say anything like that? Because this would be the one and only time to do so.
Well, so like in the chance of that Sasha says no to her contract, she just like gets exploded. Probably.
That's a hard choice to make. It depends on other circumstances, but that is a possibility. Perhaps not the most likely possibility, because you have connection to the Earth planes, and so if he just eats you, if he just like wars you, then that's like a whole thing at that point. Because then Bleepus is gonna be mad, and then while Bleepus couldn't really do anything long term, he could be a minor inconvenience for all of time in his side. So that's like
So he would like Boone would think that'd be more like less unfavorable if he just had, the Earth plane kind of after him. Or like pissed
Yeah.
off at least.
You can probably assume that would be not bueno for him. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty sure
okay.
if I say no, he just kills me because there's like really no reason that he wouldn't just do it.
If he kills you, he gets free legendary loot, to be honest. Like, it's free.
Yeah, but the thing I'm confused about is why even offer me the deal?
Just summon the big one right now.
Low key, you underestimate. You're really good, and like if somebody just sits you down like a house, you'd be goated. I'll be honest. Like you have a really weird. Low key, you're somebody with like a weird degree that's niche but necessary. There's no reason not to hire you, man.
Suppose, but
I mean, I'll give you guys some time.
Or
to
maybe you
think
want your
about
soul.
this.
he wants my what now?
Maybe he wants your soul if you have one. I don't know.
pretty sure I have one. I really don't
Also-
think my soul fetches a fucking price at
Do
all.
your
Let's be real, but
cards persist with you, or do you keep them after death? Are they bound to your soul?
actually, don't we have an answer to this, Spade, because of the card shop?
Yeah, in fact, you're bound to the cards. It's the opposite kind of sort of ish.
Oh,
Because you know, the guy
So
who
when-
owned your cards before you is currently sat as the secretary in the card shop and told you, yeah, when you die, you'll replace me and I get to move on.
Wait, then
Mhm.
wait. If he employs me,
You
then
got
what happens to me?
You know, I'm glad you thought about it.
good job. You caught it.
Do
You
I
got
go
it.
to
There it
his
is.
place, or do I go to the card shop, or do I just cease? I guess.
You're his now.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to think about that one above game because I couldn't really tell you, but you did catch a decent clause within this contract. Yes, that's a good work. But I'll let you guys talk about your contracts and talk about possible addendums before going forward, because effectively he will say, you know what? Because you're so similar to me, and I can appreciate the vanity that you bring forth through the world, I'll allow you to come to me with an amended contract. And if I find it applicable, then I shall allow it. And if I do not, then I shall give you a less favorable, but differently balanced contract to each of you. Well, any who wish to not sign the one in front of them, of course, but regardless.
Thank
He
you for
sits
the
back
opportunity.
down on his fat ass.
Um,
And then, yeah, like I said, now the floor is you three to talk to each other about.
all right. Sasha, what do you want, man?
I mean, well, like, she doesn't get anything from it, even if, like, he's saying she gets G back and, like, whatever. Like, she doesn't have any connections through that, or, like, through the Earth plane that I think she'd care about. And she already just accepted that G is, like, spoils of war, he got captured.
Wandering. Would you like your soul back in your body?
Oh, that
He's literally one of the only people I think that could do that currently.
so he was kind of like saying that, like, or we just can't attack who?
Y'all are fine. He just doesn't want y'all to fight him. Do anything against him. The Pleiades
No.
addendum was added for mine.
Can't do anything to him, people directly below him, or the people directly below that.
Okay.
They're within 2 ranks of him, so if they're directly under his employees, such as his Royal Guard, Chroniclers, or like... Honestly, he doesn't have a lot under his direct employ. There's probably like 25 Yugolovs directly under him and like 7 cult leaders. And then from there, if they're directly under the employ of someone directly in his employ, so working for one of those like 20, like 32 odd people that I just referenced, it would be a no-go there. But if you like killed random cultist who happens to worship Bune, but like he's just an initiate who was at wrong place at the wrong time, then he doesn't care. He still gets that guy's soul. Like, it's not gonna send him back at all. Or like if an enemy of you, because Yugolovs are mercenaries by nature, so they could just go, oh yeah, I want to hire 2 axe Yugolovs and like 5 Mesoloths and a Minoloth. You could just kill those guys because those guys are just mercenaries, and once again, that doesn't set him back at all. And while technically he owns them, it's like, you know, it's really wishy-washy. It's only people who are like high up that he gives a fuck about.
I see.
I mean, so you could ask for literally anything in return for, in replacement for the deal with the Earth plane, and G, if you really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay. Well, because then we just signed a contract, so am I now associated with you?
Well, we
Or does
haven't
that-
signed a
or does that
contract yet.
matter? Okay.
We haven't signed a contract yet. We haven't done that yet. I would never put you in a terrible position like that to where if I am eventually damned, you'd have to sign a contract with me later on. No. So what do you want? Do you want like 15 cents and a lighter? Like what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she would like to be back in her body.
Okay. You can add in the you won't do anything against him. In return, you'd like to be properly aligned onto the plane, soul, body, and mind wise.
And G can come back because she'll just get G if it doesn't like matter that much.
We're gonna say fuck the Earth plane, soul, body, and mind, everything back.
Well, not like
So-
fuck the Earth plane. Well, because it was what was like. If I take that out, is that like important or like?
No, I don't give a fuck about those people. Do you?
I mean, like she's married to him, so she has like I don't know, like a like,
You're
it's
married to him,
chill,
but do you
but-
love him? Be honest.
bro, she like got revived and then was like, "Oh, you're getting married, by the way."
If I got revived and I had to marry some chud, yeah, I'd be pissy. It's up to you. You're the person. It's your life. I'm just your future employer, so I can't tell you what to do.
Real. Yeah, I think we'll just do her getting her like soul back in her body and G.
Okay. So you're gonna replace that with the Earth plane amendment.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll put that in lawyer speech eventually. Big dog. Valimar, what you want?
Well, first I need to figure out what the fuck happens to my soul.
I think low key that Bune. I don't know that much about the card lore. I think I'm missing that part of it. But I think that Bune, it's the cards, and then above them are Bune. So if you die, since you signed that contract, you're bound to it, right?
Huh.
So in my thoughts, since you're bound to it and you're dead, but you're working over there, that would mean that whatever card thing that's going on, since if you're replacing the guy, whatever card shop that happens there might just be in Gehenna now. Might just be under big guy.
Honestly, if Boone allowed it, I could go and ask real quick.
You could try. I don't know. He might be cheesy about it. Also, you were so right, Rise. This whole time before I was doing that, I was like, he's Loki just like me. That's why I slander him so much.
Would Boone allow me to go ask real quick?
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't, honestly. I mean, like, sure, you can go into the Millennium Puzzle.
Great.
Because, I mean, the thing is, it's still on the floor in front of him, so if the other two go, oh, run away, and, like, try to cheese him, then he just picks it up and goes, well, I got Valimar. Shame.
I feel like Sasha hopefully wouldn't just fucking abandon. Well, actually, I don't know what her.
Yeah, no,
See
she just said,
To be fair,
she
she
could be
did
in the torture
revive,
chamber
find a bunch
forever.
of people, and then say, "Okay, let's go find Valimar." So,
Yeah.
like, I'm not her least favorite party member.
Well, also,
Sure.
given you're like the only one still alive.
Hey, Boing Boing is alive. Boing Boing literally just left a letter saying, "Don't come looking for me."
Yeah. And then also made her marry Bleepus.
So I'm probably like between Boing Boing and Valimar. I'm technically probably above Boing Boing in the list of party members she doesn't hate.
Yeah.
Also, I think I've talked to G more than anyone else in the party, so that has to be worth something.
Okay, wait, I was confused for a second. Okay, so if like she just takes out the part about the Earth plane, because like he's not gonna like try to do anything, because then he's gonna disrupt more of the Earth plane, right? Or like they're gonna be pissed. So like it doesn't
He said
matter
he
if she
was
takes
gonna
it out of the
make a-
deal.
If I remember right, he said he was going to make. Having it in writing, he was going to make like a connection between the other thing, or make a pact or a peace treaty or something.
But like they're at
specifically
war?
with your voice. Like he was, I think he was going to give your guy some clout, essentially, TLDR.
Real.
Because if you start fighting with Bune, right,
They
and
get turned into a worm.
you're married, if you fight him without signing the contract, since you're married to Mr. Guy, you'd be shooting him in the feet because you're just fighting the general of Gehenna,
Yeah.
which would immediately be low-key waging war between whatever subsect that Boing Boing and not Boing Boing, I forget,
Bleepus.
Spungus and Co are in. Bleepus, all them people are in. You'd just be sparking a war, basically.
Wait, fuck, doesn't Spungus also technically own the party?
Yeah.
Spungus does own the party.
Does that mean he owns my soul too?
Yeah.
Fucking damn it.
Well, because like, yeah, Sasha doesn't. I also don't think she really cares to fight Bune, Loki. She just like
That's what I'm
kind of
saying.
got,
You don't have to fight.
You were
which is
like,
here, which would only
dog,
be
you
like
literally
Bune would
recruited
fight
us and
her,
said we're
so it
gonna
doesn't
fight him.
matter.
Like, you
Well,
don't get to be
yeah,
like,
but that's and the whole plan was literally if I ever had the opportunity to chat with him, I'd want to chat with him. You know, Steven Universe powers always work.
I
that's
just want to
not
have a little
fucking true at
talk.
all.
It always you've never been in the campaign with me. I'm not lying. 3 times out of 5, it's worked.
Okay, but that's not always.
That's not always.
That's
That's a majority.
about 50%, actually.
You know that's above
a
half,
majority.
so that's still good.
No point in not trying.
I mean, yeah, because like Sasha like didn't. She was just here, and then everyone was like, "Guys, so Boone's here now," and she's like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, honestly,
shit.
you guys got bamboo. This, well, you got robbed. I don't know what you guys had those totems for. You should have like burned them bitches. But I don't know. Loki, we pin it all on Boing Boing.
True.
Pin it all on Boing Boing.
Like Boing Boing. Fuck.
Yeah, Sasha's probably pissed after all that shit too.
I know you don't like Boing Boing.
No,
Boing Boing
Boing
is
Boing.
like, in terms of party standing, I fucking barely talk to me, so I can't really include them at all. Sasha was like probably my second favorite. Favorite was definitely Russell in terms of like people that Valmar liked or at least tolerated in the party. Lizran fucked him over like once or twice, so he didn't have a very high opinion of. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't really have a reason to fight Boone, technically.
I mean, bro got resurrected and then was like, "Hey, sold all your armor. You're now married to this guy, and I'm gone." So she had to go get her armor
Yeah,
back,
I'm
and
just
now she has a
saying.
bunch of people. You know, G's
Oh.
trapped.
Also, arguably, Spungus doesn't own your soul, but he owns like your soul quotation mark.
He owns like the brand.
Yeah, he owns the brand that your soul falls under, but not the physical thing.
Like the idea. He owns the cool
So
guys.
he owns the marketing aspect of my soul, essentially.
Yeah, he owns the
Yeah, he
he owns
trademarked
the
it.
marketing.
He owns the
rights, yeah.
marketable aspect of my soul, and then
He's now gonna make all of us into marketable plushies.
He could legally
not
do that.
ridiculous.
Technically, yeah.
That's what he's gonna do.
If you were like boxes,
So-
I'd probably sell.
Look, I don't know what you guys want out of this. I know you want what you have, Valimar.
I just need to go.
I
figure
don't
out
know.
the
How do you feel about having a? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you're gonna be able to talk him out of somehow getting PCU in the afterlife. My best bet for you, my boy, is making sure that afterlife that you have is the best that it can really be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just need to make sure that like I go to him is the thing.
I'm not gonna. You probably are. If it's the way I think it is, it's gonna
Well, I mean,
be
I can
some
literally
weird
go
freaky
ask about it. Is
thing.
the thing.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go talk to the guy. He might jar
What
you,
do I do?
but be careful. You got it.
Some
You
weird
go
freaky
into the,
thing.
you go into the card shop, and the guy's like, "Oh, it's you again. Hey, what do you want? What can I do you for?"
Hey, yeah. Quick question. So, say I signed a contract that signed away my soul to one of the 9 sins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one of the 9 sins. You said when I die, my soul comes here, and I replace you. Which one takes priority?
Let me roll for it. That's a
I don't know.
very good roll. He goes, yeah, I don't know, man. You really think if I did, I'd be here? If I found a way out of it, do you really think I'd be here talking to you? You schmuck?
I don't imagine that the other guy's here either to fucking tell me either.
No, they're
I
all
don't know how much he
causing
would even know
stalking.
about the cards. He does love the
No, he
card
was
shop,
just in it for the
obviously.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just there for the love of the game, honestly.
hmm
Would Boone be able to tell me if I surely I can at least ask a question about it. Like or rather clarification.
You leave the pyramid and ask, hey, yeah, clarification. What do you ask him?
So technically, because of the cards that you know of, when I die, I'm supposed to take over the place where they handle the cards. Do you take priority over that if I sign this?
Of course I do, with my limitless power. A pact with me is a pact with a concept. It's like a pact with the world itself.
What would I do in your library out of curiosity?
A variety of things, this and that. Like all our catalogs, we would watch over the other contracts of souls, as well as all mercenary contracts made with the Yugoslav armies beneath me. I would set you up with a middling management position, likely chronicling objects and artifacts rather than bookkeeping.
That is pretty tempting. Looking forward to there's a house that can marketable plushie line. I don't really have anything to amend then, because like, I mean, it beats literally sitting in a fucking void waiting for people to come by to buy shit. I don't like personally have anything against Boone. It was more so Lizran that fucking hated him. Tell you what, if the other two are fine with signing, then I have absolutely no issue.
You didn't even haggle or nothing. All right.
I mean, I don't really. What would I have to argue with, like, the thing? Like, I don't really.
You could like ask for like a little bit of a higher position. They'd be like, I don't know. Go, hey, you know, it's not my business. You got your life.
I mean, to be fair, if I ask for a higher position, he could also just fucking move it to the lowest thing. I don't really
Why would
have
you-
room to bargain here.
You're the janitor in the incomprehensible restroom.
Yeah, like, I don't really have any place to argue or like bargain here. Like, I don't
think
have
so.
shit that he wants really.
you think so low. You could sell yourself for a lot more. All right, trust me. I mean, do you even? You know what? I'm meddling. I gotta stop doing that. It's none of my business. So, are you both good on your contracts? Are you both okay? Gotta make sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as like if she can add like getting put back in her body, or like her soul back in her body.
I will aid Sasha and doing that for her, because she can't write because she can't read. So I'll aid in that.
Trust me, this is the issue I was having to fucking struggle with her and Russell the whole time. They made a shopping list and said,
It's like I need you to help me fix contract. I can't read or write.
No, we're gonna get you a scribe. You know that, lady? We're gonna get you a scribe.
Well, that was the
Put a
goons
fucking
before,
underling that
because
can
when
read and
G was
write.
with me, he couldn't read either, so we just gave it to the goons.
Ooh, that is true. It's crazy that you're right.
You know what? Better yet, we're gonna get you a custom accountant just for you. It'd be perfect.
No, that can be Helga. She got it.
I don't think she does.
Are you sure?
Oh no, she
It'd
got
be
it.
so real.
In score is 5.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, right. Wonderful. I gotta adjust mine. Can I get the specific wording and like writing for that? Because that's very finicky. For the Pleiades specifically, I don't give a fuck about the other ones.
The Pleiades specifically is effectively he's saying, yeah, just don't interact with them at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, if you interact with them, then it's fine. Like, if you talk to them, but it's like pretty much worded that like you just gotta take it on the nose. He's like, don't deal with them at all.
Right. I want to be nosy. What the fuck? Damn it. And I need that too.
I can only imagine how
And I
bad.
can talk to them. I just can't stab them in the chest and fuck up their plans, right?
Yeah, pretty much you just can't.
This just extends
Can't
to
fuck up
him,
their
right?
plans. I can't meddle,
fucking...
is what they're saying. It's the anti-meddling clause, right?
It's the anti-meddling clause. He specifically says effectively, I don't recommend you talk to them. I don't recommend you do anything at all involving them. But, like, so long as you don't really interfere with what they are doing or them in any reasonable way. Effectively, it turns the Pleiades contract you already have, which is loose non-aggression and loose non-interference for both parties, into a strict non-aggression, non-interference clause.
They killed my boy. That's my dog.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah,
that
I
only
fucking
applies
bazooka.
to their
Oh, yeah.
contract, right?
That only applies to their contract. The
Okay,
only
good,
issue that you
so-
foresee in the future of that is if you're directly hired by him, then technically you're like applicable to that to some extent, but that's like, oh, that's a you and him later problem. Right now you have nothing, it has nothing to do with you.
Okay, good. Because, like, I know that they're not going to come after me for a while, but I do kind of, like, I want to kill Crimson, I'm not going to lie.
You wanna fight him?
At some point. Fucking not right now.
Listen, if your goal is to fight him and beat him up, listen, low key, can I just like legit talk to Bune and let him know that I fully intend to let them summon that lady. That's the part of the plan.
He just
I
kind
just
of
want
looks upon
little
you
peace.
as you say this.
Like I fully intend to let that happen. I just want my little piece. That's it. I also don't want my friend to blow up. He's not here because, you know, he has stomach ache. But I don't want my friend to blow up.
He had a wee bit of a tummy ache. He couldn't make it today.
He gets like that sometimes. I'm sorry. He's nervous on meeting, like, you know, great figures. So it's rough.
Okay.
But this
He will add
strict
in.
non-aggression. Okay. Let me hear it.
He'll add in 3 addendums to this. He will save Michael's pathetic life, and that is exactly how he words it.
Mhm.
He will use his artificial soul breath to fill in the chunk of his soul that is missing, and the part of his power that will inevitably be drained upon Pristella's realization is his own damn problem. But he will live the process. And he will also allow you to give Valimar, any aid that you can realistically give him within the next hour. And he'll turn his eyes away from that so that he doesn't see that towards the process of killing Crimson. But then from that point on, it's you can't hire him and you can't support him because it's a strict non-aggression pact. So whatever you can give Valimar to buff him, to make it so that he can fulfill the mission you want fulfilled to try to stop the whole Crimson endeavor.
It's not. I don't really give a fuck about Crimson long term. I know I want to kill him because he killed Russell, right? But
I mean, I don't plan to fucking fight him for a long time. Like, I'm not. It's gonna take some time to get that strong. Like, even with buffs.
like I also can't give you boons because that's not what I do. My entire character is based on being selfish and putting me first.
Like, yeah, you still have that addendum. Anything you can do within the next hour to give him assistance, that's fine. That's before this contract is signed. It's before it goes in. Effectively, he's adding in a clause that gives a 1-hour lapse period upon signature of the previous addendum. However, you're still stuck with you can never interfere with him again after that lapse period's up.
I can set up. I know exactly the plan. I got it.
Okay. And the final addendum is he wants the exploded Zardon.
Oh, man. You know I can't do that.
But what?
You know I can't do that. That's the only way back home when to travel wrong. Yeah, I can't. Is there anything else possibly on the list? Because I can't. That's also my house, good connection. And I think as only a piece of a larger puzzle, you have to bring that up to my other halves.
You know what? I'll let you roll for it. I have to do this in a way that would actually make it so you have to roll because of the Nerevorous. So I think I'll do the same thing I did before because this is a hard check for sure. And it'd be hard even for you, but it's also just a hard success or fail of like, oh, fine, I'll do whatever. Or if he's like hell-bent on this and it's like, okay, it's either the original or this revised copy, nothing else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the DC to 51, specifically so that Nerevorous doesn't trigger.
Okay.
So that still gives you a 50-50, though, for rolling. Because if you get higher than a 10, if you get even an 11, 51.
I have to get a 19.
Do you? Don't you have a plus 20 something?
I have a plus 32. That'd be 40.
32.
Yeah, 10 plus 40.
Okay.
10 plus 32 is 42.
10 plus 32 is 42. That is correct. Okay, no, you're right. I will set the DC. Because, like, this would be one of those almost impossible things, but it would be. This is why it gets kind of hard late game, because you have to either say, oh, you just win, or, oh, it's an impossible DC, which is 50. So, Okay, now what? Let's do a little bit of a primer. Roll a diplomacy check just raw. And this is to determine how much leeway you get on the real check, okay? So if this is like, mid, you might be fucked. But if it's like good, then it might be like, oh, only DC 40 something, yeah.
Okay.
Or like even 30, and you might just get through.
49.
Okay. In this case, I will set the DC to the same thing I said before of 40, but 43. So that means it's still, if you get an 11 or higher, you win, but it cannot be procced negligibly with Tenebrous.
Got it. Can I? To read again.
It's not Tenebrous, by the way. I know that. Someone in chat's gonna give me bullshit. That's it's no Reverez.
It's okay, I still don't even know what you're talking about.
They're like
Yeah, me too,
vestiges.
don't
They're
worry.
like weird demon guys that give you their power if you like give them a shilling.
A little bit of glaze, never hurt anybody. Now we do it live. Fuck it. 20 plus the 2. 41.
So you get a little bit of leeway. But you don't win. So he will go,
What if I made... If I allowed a piece or some of your troops or gave leeway there, opening up a small way in so that some of your people could come in, research and understand what the goings on in there, and it's free exchange of knowledge.
he says no, but he adds a 4th addendum, and this is the final one. So he will tell you, you get an option of the 3 contracts. Either this added addendum, you can remove it freely, and you can remove the secondary 3 addendums to go back to the OG deal. This is the last he shall tolerate this conversation. The 4th addendum is he will use his powers and Zardon, and you will get a one-way ticket home that can be used at any point. Upon him getting the capacity to actually get this, he will grant you 5 one-way tickets home for your other halves and, like, I don't know, the bear's corpse. That when he unlocks this technology, this capacity to do this, you'll be able to get it. Of course, with the chicken joints being funded, the current spot that would now become empty with Zardon's disappearance would be converted into a chicken joint, along with the hags the places where you killed the hags. So you wouldn't be left homeless either. But that's the last addendum he's willing to grant you. Then we move on to Sasha. Would you like me to do Sasha while you think about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sasha, you are removing the Earth plane stuff, yes? Or are you leaving that in and just trying to get? I was a little confused because I heard one thing and then the final thing was said differently. So you
Well, then I was like, it would be because it doesn't really matter because then I guess it makes a peace treaty and then he wouldn't attack her, but I guess that could be good if she made a peace treaty.
Yes. So you
But
just want your soul reconnected to your anima.
yeah.
Okay. Honestly, that's a kind of easy ask. I'm not even going to lie. So he will say
Well, that's what I was figuring.
he will add this as an addendum, and then go on and roll me a diplomacy. The DC is unbeatable, but the higher that you get, because once again, this guy is deal maker TM. It would unironically be something of a similar nature to X's, where it's 43.
Oh my
However,
god, it's so fucking bad.
well, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, the higher you get, the more favorable the extra clause that he adds in is the nat one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it ain't favorable, bro.
Oh, okay. So he will agree to your term and add the addendum that he will complete a surgery to reconnect your anima effectively. But he tells you this is actually quite difficult because of the nature of it being a fucked up resurrection. It could severely damage your soul. He'd have to personally oversee it. Plus surgeons are hard to come by in Gehenna because of all the horrible diseases and things all around, and so it's just not very good. So, he adds in 2 sub-addendums because of how bad you rolled.
Perfect.
Where, you must grant him yours or G's firstborn child to pay for the surgery. Whichever one happens first. That way it's less likely that you just squirm out of it by being like, "Well, I just don't have kids." So he would say, so the firstborn child, and then what's another reasonable thing? You know what? That he gets a co-sponsorship with Spungus so that he gets royalties on the marketable plushie line.
Oh, that's so funny. Bro wants in on the trademark. It's so funny. Mm. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Valmar and Sasha sign off their contract to X, and yeah, you kind of know X. This puts you in a bit of an awkward situation because he's already said "Ooh, I'm done," but whenever someone says "Ooh, I'm done," it really usually means I got one more in me. But now that he has 2 signed contracts in his hand, you think he might actually be done? We gotta think about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. What if, I just said, I'm good, man. I'm just not gonna fight him. There's no point. You just don't want to do anything. I know interests are going against him. However, I don't want to go home. What am I gonna do there? Be nobody? I'll be honest.
Well, you would keep
yeah, I could
he
keep my
explains-
powers, but that planet fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be the ruler of that place. That's a piece of shit. It's gonna blow up in 100 years. All right, maybe 50. And I'm not wasting my potential to become some kind of plant necromancer to heal the ozone layer. Are you kidding me? I have better shit to do. Plus, I'm not gonna die of any old age, so I'm gonna live for a long time on some desolate, dying planet. I'm not. I'm good. I'm so. I don't want to go home, but I also don't want to give up Zordon because that's low key. That's my dog. At the end of the day, really set me up good. I do want to meddle in the Pleiades people for a good chunk of time, but I'll be honest, I don't plan on messing with you, Vangloria. I actually think your sin is really cool. Low key, I'd try to embody you a lot. So, I have no interest in doing that. I can help you in stomping out his dad, but they're going to give you him for free. I don't know what kind of deal they promised you, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm sorry. It's not it.
You'll think for not really even any amount of time as he lets out a before going. I think you overestimate yourself. Let us how would you even intend on killing Crimson, who is currently the weakest of their retinue?
Go fight him and then win.
Yes, but could you fight
Whoa.
5 of him alone?
Valimar, what does Crimson do?
He hits with his sword really hard.
Got it. 5 of
From, like,
him.
the bit I've seen.
5 of him.
5 of him, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I see. And should you succeed and find that you are unable to leave and that there are others and 8 more members teleport in to fight you simultaneously because they become aware that the pact was broken, what do you do then?
I'll say a cool line. Have my friends show up. We'll fight for a little bit. It'll look cool. And then we're gonna disappear. We can do like a little bit on and off. I understand they're a bunch of cool wizard people. And if I die, I'll be honest. If I die here, there's no real point in going to greater heights. If I die and I can't get away with the stuff that I do. I'd rather die looking cool than anything else.
Roll a diplomacy check to determine how good you said this.
I think I said it just like that.
This has no designated DC, so Tenebris, you can use
46.
Nerevarus, the smiling hat. Okay. I was gonna say you could take 10 if you wanted to, because there's technically not a set DC, and there's also not, so. He strokes his draconic beak. His draconic beak. And much to your shock, in all honesty, I think pretty much everyone is anticipating, oh, I just signed this contract, bro's gonna breath weapon this guy, and they're all kind of like, we're getting, everyone's kind of like loosing, the blackguards begin to draw their, like, twisted scimitars. And much to your shock, he simply says, then leave. Do what you see fit.
I'll see you in the binds. All right, come on, guys.
Okay, see you later, Bune.
Whee!
The golden gleam of his eyes watch as the 3 of you fly off into the distance. And G has been returned to you, Sasha.
Oh, gee. I heard you were at war.
It was horrible. They had giant bugs with 5 arms that wielded like sickles and tridents and man catchers. We held off against them for a long time, but the corrupter of souls, it bonked me in the back of the head when I was fighting to let the others escape.
It's all right. I saw my brothers, and they're all gone. But we have Hilga back.
Oh, hello, Helga. You've put on height. I did not know that was possible.
Yes, she's bigger now.
Oh.
Such a way with words.
Yes, she really does, doesn't she?
Mhm.
And yeah, you all go back to the demon fortress.
Wow,
Mhm.
wonderful.
Sasha and Valmar signed their contract, and X, you receive. So the problem is you receive no benefit from this, but you
Yeah.
now receive downsides because he could have gone and just been like, okay, well you didn't sign the contract, so I'm gonna take my name and like 4 other from your Rolodex. Bye.
Yeah.
He didn't do that either, though. You kind of feel like you're on like kind of loose ground, where like he's not really letting you go, but you're not like, you don't know fully what his plans are from this point, and he's at least not shown any signs of innate hostility or like, oh, this is gonna backfire and kill you. It's an
Why
odd
would he?
position to be in.
When I'm like embodying him, bolstering him immediately. I just, why not? Hype and aura moments.
Hype and aura moment, indeed. So now then, we move into the final part of this epilogue. Most of what will happen will likely be left to a future campaign, perhaps, in the years to come.
Oh my god, cliffhanger.
But for now, we'll go in Discord order. Ugh. Sasha, what do you do with the rest of your life?
What do you mean?
This is the epilogue. It's over.
Oh,
It's
you're
the end.
you're right. Well, she's gonna take the crew that she has. She's gonna go do merc shit. Probably, because that's what she was doing. She's gonna meet up with the goons, get more goons. I don't know. G's gonna continue to aura farm. And now we got Hilga. So she's like hanging out with him. And I guess I have a bunch of Earth guys too.
True.
So we're just like hanging out. And I'm assuming Spungus has sold many marketable plushies of Sasha and maybe G and probably Hilga. They're all probably in there. And they got like a little Bune name on it or some shit. He's in there.
Yeah.
He's on the tag somewhere. Type shit.
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess she's just hanging out. Guess she still has a husband, so she'll see him sometimes. Loki just, I don't know, doing mercenary stuff. I don't know which one of the two would have a firstborn first though. Because I don't know if G will ever find love because he's just fighting and aura farming.
It's less he would find love. He needs to more so find someone that's on his level. TBH.
Yeah, I don't know if he can find someone that aura farms just like he does. Or like if he's like, or maybe he's more or less like taking like his like in his like chivalry duties of like, hanging out with Sasha. He just like never goes and finds love.
That's true. Roll a D100 to determine if G finds love.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's all
his love life lies in your hand.
Right now, yeah, this roll.
Oh, does he find love?
Holy shit. I guess him, and oh god, what are characters that exist and are still alive?
I mean, technically, he could get with the Helga.
That's what I was just thinking.
Got him.
Isn't she dead though?
Good on
It's
him.
kinda-
Well, I mean,
Well, is she
she
like?
has
Come
a,
back.
she's a demon now, so like, she has a
Yeah.
physical
There you go.
form, I
If
guess.
anyone could handle her, it's probably G.
G's got it down. He can do it.
That's true.
I
Damn,
don't
take
think,
it to
I
the
don't think
Helga,
the
bro.
wolf girl would like shit. Personally, not. Yeah, I guess. You know, as you travel across the continent and the plains of Earth, Gehenna, and varying other locales with your gang of goons and Earth guys, you begin to notice Hilga yells violently, less and less, as she spends more and more time with G, and they really get to know each other and hit it off. And hype and aura moments really bring them together with their duty of hanging out with Sasha and making sure she doesn't die post anima restoration surgery. And in the time frame that Sasha has to take downtime from recovering from the reconnection of her anima to her soul, you become aware that Hilga and G get married. And
No
G has
way.
found love.
I'm so happy for him.
He
Didn't
does
know
lose
Dragon
his
Quest.
firstborn child to the Demon Lord of Vangloria, which makes you slightly less happy for him. But he takes it in stride with a flex, as he always does.
Yeah, I feel like he would understand. That's how I got him back, so I think he gets it. You know, sacrifice that was necessary.
Yeah, that's kind of how it does work, Frederick. You know, legally, Sasha's required to spend one pumice with him every day, but it can be banked for later. So, like, you know, and one pumice is like a couple minutes. So that means, you know, she like racks up a couple minutes of days, and then like, you know, once every couple of months goes and spends like the weekend with Bleepus, to maintain the marriage with Bleepus and the support of the Earth Elemental Planes, as well as collect a small number of royalties from the Sasha and what would your marketable plushie line be called? What name would it have for like the Sasha?
Fucking, it's not ours. It's Fungus's.
It's
What
not.
would he
Yeah,
name it?
it's.
You're right.
I don't know, the cool guys one, because I guess since he owns the entire brand, he could just make it out of everybody, and then like everybody who's dead, like they don't have a say in it. He can just make whatever.
That's so
Agree.
true, bro.
Like we can voice our opinion on it, but at the end of the day, it is Fungus's fucking like decision.
You know, Bleepus is probably in there too. You know, he's now kind of part of it.
That's true. That's true. You know what? Yeah. You know they dropped the marketable plushie line known as the Bleep. Nah, it's terrible fucking pun. Okay. I was gonna say bleep vine, like bovine and bleepus put together, but I'm like, that's like the least clever I could do. Yeah, I know. Fine. We're just gonna call it the Bleepus Saga of Plushes.
The
Named
Bleepus
after, because that
line.
guy is his name. That is his name. His nephew, bro. So that.
You did not.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We
So
did.
yeah, I know the Bleepus Saga of plushes are sold. Bune gets his royalties. You get your royalties. The Bleepus Buddies. That's so good.
That
Oh,
was
wait,
really
Bleepus
good.
Buddies?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
that's good. That's
Bleepus
good.
Buddies Saga
That's
of
good. Write that
marketable
down. Trademark that
plushes.
shit right now.
Wait, hold on, hold on. What the fuck happened?
They
So
also
remember
sell
when
a package deal of the ones that got away of plushes of Bonsai, Russell with a pompadour as a limited time one.
Wait,
Liz
Russell
ran
has
with
a
his book,
dog.
and then an alternate Liz Ran plush with the fiddle. They have like a handful of limited time ones. They sell boing boing in varying forms: the elf form, the harpy form, and the gnome form of boing boing. As part of the
Did y'all
Bleepus
sign a
Buddies
brand
collection.
deal?
No, okay, so no, this is
Kind of.
because Bleepus. Remember, or not Bleepus. Spungus technically owns the party. He can market us, and one of the deals with Bune was on Sasha's contract that fucking Bune gets part of the royalties from the marketing marketable plushie line that Spungus is making of it.
Y'all struck a fucking business deal with the guy that put me in the cum jar?
To be fair, I had no qualms with Boone, and I don't think half the party did. It was really just you.
I actually
He's
think Sasha was happier now that you're in the jar because she didn't really care.
Yeah.
Damn! Damn! Okay, fuck
Bruh.
y'all.
And
Wizard killed her again.
That is true.
As your
That's true.
reward, Sasha. You know, your life is a progressive one, and while there's some very light soul damage from it, which would probably max out your potential, make it so you could not hit epic levels or anything like that, but also the problem comes down to XP is really awkward because XP, especially in epilogue style things, are negligible combats give negligible XP, and so you're kind of just doing wherever the wind blows you. But I grant you, it's probably irrelevant, but if Sasha ever shows up in another campaign in the future, you get access to one level. And so you're level 9 now. Which technically is good because that means you regained the level you would have lost from being resurrected. So that means technically you got 2, but that's beside the point. You're level 9 now. And you get the special boon of epic leadership
Let's go.
to realize the number of guys that you have fielded. And so we're just going to say, because your leadership score would not be high enough to propel you into the epic leadership, we're just going to put you at the minimum epic leadership score of, I believe, 26. So, so you get that as a special boon. Your leadership score is set to 26, and you receive that feat for free. And that's Sasha's epilogue done. That's the rest of Sasha's life as seen from this campaign. We'll see if she ever comes back in the future. Now then, and we'll go X next. X, what do you do that doesn't have to actively be shown in a cutscene or future thing?
That's tough, man.
We can put it off for a different day,
lot.
in all fairness, because I know a lot of what you want to do would actually not be hand waveable. So
yeah, I got plans that I think coincide. I mean, my main goal here right now is just to spread the name, honestly, get money and get stronger. That's one of the main goals. Spread the name, get stronger, all that stuff. If I can get my buddies there too, that'd be nice. And also put Zordon back on. However, I do have main goals that aren't hand waveable, obvi, but those are like for whenever the bad guys actually win, because they probably will. I want to be like a little rat and take my little crumbs and leave like a good evil villain does, right?
okay,
Think about it.
there's kind of a lot of behind the scenes shit. We'll figure this out later. Okay. Unfortunately, Zardon's too far gone. It would take someone with knowledge of how to build a Zardon to save Zardon. Because functionally, like I said in the real campaign, you have the core. So if she was repaired, you could just pump it back, and then she would get all the memories functionally, because she's like an alive machine, which means it's like loading a backup of the machine. Like, she's still there, but like you don't have anywhere to load it up. And the sheer requirements, it would be in the millions, if not 1 billion gold pieces to build a Zardon from scratch. And so she's completely rotted interiorly. Beyond a handful of the rooms, like, nothing is salvageable. And with the Grems gone with their semi-repaired spell jam, because they didn't have a planes jammer. It can't, like, planarly travel. It can just go into space and, like, fly around a little bit in exchange for magic. So, like, you could build that, but Zardon could never be plugged into it. This said, the chicken joint goes decently. Not as good as it would have gone with Bune's help, but you do have 3 locations, and I think that speaks to itself, as it does give you a level of income, because you were really burning money at the both ends there for a while.
Mhm.
So you actually
Money.
have a little bit to play around with now, when inevitably things do go. And you get, honestly, in this area, there's not a lot of very useful information to have had, but there's a decent chunk. Enough where a lot of it is somewhat negligible, but it's enough where you can point some people in the right direction. You know, send Michael on a handful of solo quests. And unfortunately, none of this is good enough to get you a level, but I believe Michael can level up once.
There we go.
He's also level 9 now.
Honestly, I might let him go have fun and just put contingency on him to where if he ever goes unconscious, he just comes back home.
True, you'd have to like teleport him every couple of hours, because that'd mean contingency at your level would last for.
Could I permanence it?
No, sadly. As much as contingency is my favorite spell in existence, the whole problem is you can only have 1 per biological entity on your person, which means you could put 1 on you and 1 on Icarus. But then the problem is if you permanency it, you could just never use another one again until that ends. So it's like, unless you could permanency it, but then like I said, you'd have to like go put them in the magic bath after the words to get rid of the, because one. Okay, I've explained this actually, because it's actually kind of cool. Contingency actually just stores another spell. But the thing is, it only stores a spell cast at the time of its casting, so a permanency contingency spell would just be effectively a holder. So the problem does not come down to the fact that you can't do it. It's the fact that it cannot be refilled because it breaks open in order to release the thing inside. So it's like one of those, you know, those little pop things from Japan with like the little ball.
Yes.
So if you permanency it, it would just turn to one of those, because you can get the ball out, and the thing the ball came from is still functionally there, but you can't put the ball back into it. So you'd have to actually go and like open some magic circuits to redo it. It's not impossible, but it's ineffective. That said, you could purge it, because that means you wouldn't have to go see him every 48 hours to put a new one on him. You just have
Could I
to
just
bathe him.
travel with him? Like, okay, we just travel, and it's just going to be like us moving about the continent for a bit. We have a way home back and forth, and I let him do the jobs until he gets relevant enough. Or if something's too hard for him, I can step in and aid, and we can get allies on the way there and make connections.
That'd be the problem, actually, because if you're there, because even if it is a life or death fight, if you could stay and did, you would still lose a portion of the XP, because it means he wasn't really under threat beyond a certain point. But yes, that would be more effective than the things you had said previously. And we'll leave that as the open-ended part for when inevitably things happen behind the scenes and whatnot. Once we're a little bit into like webcomic campaign, if there's ever like a break of, oh no, Tyson and Foof are both gone, we'll probably visit this.
Okay.
On the back burner. So that's your epilogue. It leaves a lot open-ended, but then again, it's that. So now we go on to Boing Boing's true epilogue.
What? Why am I here?
Months have passed.
Hold on. Where the fuck is my Fuki?
Months have passed, boy.
Oh no.
You're bossed up.
I'm lost up. This is so horrible.
You've gotten 1 or 2 levels, and you have gathered some of the materials to fix Zardon. The problem: you don't have a Zardon to fix.
How do I get them? So bad.
And inevitably, an ultra-loft blackguard, one of the servants of Bune, appears before you
Why?
And-
Why me?
and offers
Oh.
you a deal. In exchange for your eternal soul, they'll get you Zardon back within a number of decades.
Thinky. I can't really deny this, right? Like, this guy's just here. Like, if I deny this, he's gonna slime me.
Drug emoji. It's more on the fence, but like you might be able to take him. It'd be a rough fight. I ain't gonna lie, but in theory, you have brother with you, so like at that point, you could probably beat him. But now, like
Even
this
then, that would be
door's
like,
completely closed, and
yeah.
it's up to you at that point, though. And if you don't want the boing boing so gone,
What does eternal soul even mean? Like, it's
well, your soul, obviously. And you know, he will say, actually, there's one of 2 things that the Lord offered. Either your soul in service to Bune, or the Codex. And a favor.
I don't even know where that is, though. Favor as in I get a favor from Boone? Like,
Oh.
how far is it? Wait, what? What are you saying?
No, you give him a favor. The
No,
Codex
I
and
give
a favor, or your soul. True. They're like kind of lamer because Ultra Loss are only like CR 15 in comparison to a Baylor's CR like 20, but CRs are kind of bullshit. The other thing is they're like stronger in the Plane Iron manuals, but they're like weaker in the Monster Manual 3. So they're like really odd in a really odd position. Because their like spells are way more situational than Baylor's too. Baylor's are just yeah, you explode. And Pit Fiends are just yeah, you explode. But like they have a bunch of weird shit like binding and Gios and symbol of death and deeper darkness. And you can put eyes up your ass.
Excuse you?
Scary.
That's what they have. They have an ability called prying eyes that lets them shoot out eyes that can go places and look at things.
I don't know if this is a good deal, though, is the thing. Because I think, genuinely, I feel like I have a better chance for, like, any Zardon thing. I feel like I have a better chance of doing anything with that. With just waiting shit out, not gonna lie. Like, and I see with what he's doing here. Like, I feel like even if I choose either option, he's gonna get the same thing, me thinkies, if I'm thinking correctly. So I just don't... I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna have to pass. And I don't really want eternal... What's up?
Roll. Oh, will say.
Of course. Of course. No. $24.
Passes by one. Nothing happens. He disappears into the ether, never to be seen again. And you're left with an ominous feeling. And that's the last we see of Boing Boing in this campaign. Now then, Discord order would have had Narshal going next. So, we will go with Bune's epilogue. And then we'll do Valimar last. And then that's pretty much the session, unironically. So GG, everyone.
That actually end on time.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy for the ones we do it.
For like the first session I've ever been.
Dude, yeah, no, it's crazy. But you see, really, there's no one to stop Bune, as X does not interfere with him, and like he said, he really only wants like a handful of things. So the problem comes down to the same issue that the Rapture once had upon a time. It's not that no one exists who can stop him, or that no one wants to stop him. It is more of a situation where if you kill one of the Mesaloths, which for reference, a Mesaloth is like a CR5 creature. CRs are bullshit, so I do honest to God think that, 4 level 5 soldiers, which are just slightly above average soldiers, or like Griffin Knights or high tier soldiers could easily cut down ranks of Mesaloths, especially with a defensible position. If they have full cover, their AC is +10, and Cloud Kill becomes the only thing that can realistically deal with them within the kit of a Mesaloth. This has the same for a lot of other Yugoloths. They are functionally very good assassins, and they are functionally very good mercenaries in open field battles. They're slightly less effective during sieges, however, which effectively this becomes due to the logistics network. The problem comes down to, while they can hold the line for a long time, one unlucky Cloud Kill could kill those soldiers. And if that comes down to it, if it's still that guy killed 2 Mesaloths before he died, the Mesaloths come back in 1d10 days when they respawn in Gehenna and come back out of the portal. Making a brand new level 5 soldier takes, at a minimum, 18 years. And you see where this comes. The actual act of stopping one of these portals, while possible, because the party did not deal with the Rapture exclusively when it did happen. Soldiers and armies were mustered to deal with it. But it takes time. It takes a number of months to actively prepare a number of soldiers good enough with enough items and countermeasures to truly put down these large-scale threats like this. And so and then, like I said, a level 20 running it alone, if he's lucky, could close the portal, but does closing the portal help when there are still thousands upon thousands of Mesaloths outside of it, and Bune himself? Especially now that he has the bloodline within his amulet. As the deal does somewhat slip through with Pleiades, it does slow him down in the process of finding and capturing Lizran's dad, as there is more nuance to this process. However, he does just have access to the Wish spell. as well as the vast majority of necromancy spells. And so he raises an army large enough and continues to fly off to reclaim his body. This is where he meets the most amount of resistance and time to roll off.
Level 1 fighter versus Bune.
Yeah, one fire versus Bune.
Nuclear bomb versus dying ant.
Please,
Effective.
Bune, I need this.
Okay, that's the movie. Soldier's letting me down, guys. I ain't gonna lie.
Kind of my farmland.
Kind of my farmland. Yeah, so, yeah, no, it didn't go well. Long story short, so, Bune is actually able to complete 2 out of 3 of his goals. However, with the extra happenstances that have arisen from these deals, he is somewhat slowed down. As he can't just collect Lizransdan for totally free, he has to do a bit more wheeling and dealing at this point, and actually assault the manor of his own accord. That's something he is very capable of doing, but it is actually a relatively close fight for a small period of time between Lizran's father and Bune.
Shocking.
We should loot their house.
And he puts him into the necklace, creating a new artifact of his name. Many of the Sins have their own artifacts that they have created through a variety of means, but through the collection of an entirety of a bloodline and all of their souls through effectively fully legal maneuvering, access to their wild magic and wild magic blood has granted him a relic of decent power, propelling him up the ladder from being one of the lower Sins to about more of the middle waypoint. And with the reanimation of his mortal body being turned into an engine of destruction that he may use within the grey waste of Gehenna. Even though he did not get the treasures that he saw fit, he did get a handful of access to the royalty deal and a handful of the relics that he wanted from the earthen plane. And while not as truly miraculous as he once hoped, where this would have likely changed the geography of the politics of the lower planes, while good, he didn't make out like the bandit he quite thought he was. He does inevitably, about a year later, go through his portal and close it after having been beaten back by the mixture of the military of Wiles, the Knights Errant, and the Daemon Scourge. He did not lose any of the little prizes he got, but he has a necklace now, and he has a cool dragon engine, and he sits in his house on his fat ass, and that's the end of his epilogue. The end, TM. We'll see how his plans manifest in future campaigns, as it is kind of relevant, but also kind of irrelevant. This said, Valmar, what do you do with the rest of your life?
Well, Valmar's only really had one fucking thing for his character until Russell literally died. So it's mostly just getting more cards and getting stronger to eventually get the big one, but it's also to try and kill Crimson at some point. But he knows that's a long way off.
You've gathered many of your cards at this point. As it's kind of a compounding thing. Once you have enough, it's kind of easier to collect more. Especially now you know about the access to the card shop, and with Lizran dead, his item kind of eaten by Bune, the miscellaneous items that were in the group pool that Minnie didn't choose to steal or Boing Boing didn't choose to steal are kind of all yours to sell. You can just do that. So you sell most of them and get a decent amount of cards. Getting a decent amount off of royalties as well. You find less support than you were initially hoping in the defeat of Crimson, especially as Alabaster seems to be rearing it up for war. Slowly gearing up for war. But you find a modicum of wealth and a modicum of happiness through the collection of your cards on your quest to one day avenge Russell. And finally, we leave you on the final cliffhanger of the whole campaign. Perhaps this will become relevant next campaign. As you've been traveling, we see a more worn down, slightly more lavish. It's strange because like your face has become more rugged traveling in all these across all these lands, taking all these fights, taking all this damage, gaining all these scars. Slowly wearing yourself down towards this quest that almost seems impossible at a certain rate. However, you've also been getting quite a lot of money in the background. So, you know, your cloak is now better, probably a magical item of some type. You have more bags of boulders.
Yeah, it's not just a robe of bones that I never actually used.
Exactly. You have like a more fancy one that actually offers some level of protection. You have a whole bandolier of bags of boulders to use them as a reliable weapon instead of just a one-off missing. A handful of shrunken traps along your bandolier, and boxes of cards and other trinkets lining the insides of your jacket. Weapon on your back of some description, likely a crossbow of some sort. And you've reached where you were wanting to go. The site of Bonsai's ascension. If no one else will help you avenge Russell, there might be one guy who will, as you push back the dirt and reveal the skull of a gnoll. And that's the last cliffhanger of the entire campaign.
It's so peak. Wow.
And then he gets some really sick Jordans.
Wow.
Hooray.
Good shit.
And that's it. Save the
Beautiful.
art and close the stream, Jester. Yeah, I guess unless there's anything any of you want to say about the campaign or something, maybe don't do it yet. Okay, yeah, is there anything you want to say? Chat? Frederick?
Pretty happy about it.
Oh, we were saying that so I know Kip's dead, but like he should like live forever. Like he has like all his little mosquito babies somewhere. It'll be relevant later. And
He's a permanent blight on the fucking world. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, pretty much. Bring him back. Oh, he's
Make him
beautiful.
be a sectoid god.
Yeah,
We'll
a
see
little
what
bit.
happens
Because all I'm
if
assuming is
Valimar
he got reincarnated as a mosquito, and maybe he had more mosquitoes, so that maybe there's just maybe
He's
mosquito.
gonna be a
pigs
mosquito
everywhere.
lich.
Yeah, he's a fucking plague.
Holy shit.
I would love that for him.
It's so peak. Oh my god.
You know, that's what he would have wanted, I think.
Join the call, Frederick. Say all the things. Speedrun all the words. I suppose.
Please. This
Old Justin, this
wouldn't have
point.
happened if Russell was here.
It
I would
wouldn't have
not.
happened if Russ was.
True.
No. If Russell was here, this wouldn't have happened because contested what I was saying, so I just go on going.
Oh no, that's actually true. Russell would have just. It was actually really funny because I realized when he died. Wait a second. Russell was like, aside from Lizbrand, Russell was like the only one in the party who was really vehemently, yes, we have to fight Bune. Like,
Yeah, like that was the issue. Once him and Lizran were gone, like no one really gave two fucks about Bune. Like,
well, like
he's
everyone else is
bad,
like,
but
well, everyone else is like, all right, wait, why are we rescuing our necks to save the world again?
yeah, like
What has the world ever done for us?
For
But
me.
that aside, honestly, I was surprised you didn't get screwed over worse, given that the first thing we learn about Bune is that he lies for fun.
I was
constantly.
waiting for something to like really strike obvious that it was
I-
like a super bad deal, but like nothing showed itself to me that I
The
could tell.
problem is he might lie for fun, but he's lied for fun for thousands of years. he knows how to lie in a way that makes it feel very, very true.
Although the
Like-
funny thing was also just, I do appreciate Boing Boing not signing the contract because I fully expected that contract to be like half written in that contract had a very, very obvious loophole that was very funny.
That's why I didn't do it, because I was like, dude, no matter what I choose, I feel like it's gonna have the same outcome, and it's gonna be
Well,
a
the
bad
thing is-
outcome.
Well, yeah, well, this is the Faust deal, except there's one thing. So Faust, he traded his soul for all this, but he specifies in the deal he trades his soul after, what was it, 20 years and a day. But Boing Boing's deal didn't have that specification. It was just, oh yeah, I trade my.
Get your soul. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like after you die or after a certain time. Yeah, I get your soul.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
your soul. I could just take it right now, and oh yeah, I'll get you that ship in like, what, an unspecified number of decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. That's a good deal, right?
Honestly,
Which
that's
is-
fair. I don't know how
which
long
is a-
doppelgangers
That's so
live.
fair. Yeah, I agree. It's a good
Which
deal.
is exactly the kind of honestly, that was exactly the kind of deal I was expecting Boone to make.
Like, low-key, once you stop being antisocial and come out of the forest, we can talk about it. It can happen.
Access to Zardon, question mark, exclamation point. Guys, this might be peak.
We can talk about it. You know how to fix it? We can talk about fixing Zardon if you got the moolah. All right.
Well, the other,
What
Well,
the fuck
the other-
money does this Boing Boing make
Guapo.
just sitting in the woods?
I'm
I
just
know that's
assuming,
exactly my question.
I'm just assuming there's a second quest where Boing Boing has to figure out how on earth am I going to convince him to give me Zardont? Like, am I going to have to get a heist team together to steal it? Are you going to be the final boss of the next campaign? Unrelated to the giant Boone war engine in the background?
The
So it's like the
engine has
villain we
nothing to
weren't
do with this
expecting.
Gehenna.
Yeah, it's doing its own thing. Yeah.
I don't plan on ever going to Gehenna.
Also,
good.
oh well, someone did kill Bonsai though, so that's very worrying. I know he just goes to heaven, but that's kind of concerning.
True,
But
true.
you know what? Fair. But he's like a high level monk, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Oh,
can't
yeah,
be
he's-
jumped by like 36 wizards.
That that is actual. Anyone can be jumped by 36 wizards if they try hard enough, but Bonsai is probably the least likely for that to happen.
He could have Vorpal hands. That is possible.
He does have a tendency to just. He does also bite people and devour their
Yeah.
blood, because holy
Oh.
monks do things like this, as we know.
Exactly.
So what I'm
of
hearing,
course.
guys, is since half of us know how to sew, we're all making plushies, right?
I don't know about that.
We're all going to have to just
Well,
start sewing, patching them together.
Yeah.
also,
I really do appreciate the idea of this D&D party turned knitting circle.
Oh, if only I
True.
was better
Fire.
at crocheting, I'd make them.
And my
Cookies.
sister can crochet, but I just can't quite manage it.
The only thing I've made is like a scarf, and I feel like that's the easiest thing to make. Because it's just the
More
same
likely to
thing.
fuck up and injure myself if I tried to do something like that.
Crocheting?
I can make plushies.
Dude,
It's been a long
you don't
time.
understand.
The needle, it's not even a needle, it's more like a hook. The hook isn't even pointy, bro. How would you hurt yourself?
I'd probably find a way knowing my dumbass. I'm just not good with stuff like that.
Real. I know the amount of times I've like accidentally lost like a sewing needle and then like found it later because I sat on it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
Or like I've lost I also just keep losing them and I feel like that's bad and they're just like around my room.
Yeah, no, that's a major problem. Yeah, with lancets and sewing needles. It's a lot of the time.
Yeah, I bought like a sewing machine and my mom was like, "Why did you buy a sewing machine?" I'm like, "So I can sew."
What the fuck kind of question is that? Why would you buy this? Well,
Because
gee,
it
I
was
don't
more or
know
less like,
anymore.
why would you do that? Because I don't typically sew, and then I just kind of like started teaching myself how to. Because I was
Why would you
like, I don't
pick
know, it'd
up
be
this
fun.
one useful life skill?
Yeah, because I like to thrift all my clothing, so I like to like make it into something that I want to wear if I see the potential.
Pretty based.
Pretty based.
It's gone over my agenda. He's
Pretty
pretty
based
cool.
opinion. But I just think it's always really funny because she's like, "Where did you get that?" I'm like, "Cause it's a new hobby now." Thank you. Anyway, we've got to start selling and sewing plushies, bro.
I'm just imagining something that's very much like the, well, why would you bother cooking?
The fuck do you mean why? Like,
You know, so I can feed myself. Make better food type shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Why would
such
you
an
just
odd
want to know
question to
nothing?
ask.
why
It's like,
would you
God
buy a
forbid I
stove?
wanted to do something different.
It's like, why would you buy a cookbook? Gee, man, I don't know why I would ever use a cookbook.
I needed something to sit down in the corner and read. I thought it'd be an
Yeah.
interesting story.
Why'd you buy a
Wait,
fucking
you
sewing
guys
machine?
don't
Oh,
just
it's
buy
a
cookbooks
paperweight,
and read
that's
them?
all.
You actually make the food.
Sad thing is, I think I would dead ass be more willing to sit down and read the entirety of a cookbook than a novel modern.
I mean, depending on the novel, that is pretty true for me too. Because sometimes they're like, dude, a lot of school things are like, oh, read this book. I'm like, this is the most uninteresting fucking thing you've ever shown me. I'm not reading this.
Okay,
Well, the
but
other
then
thing-
what if it's food in a cookbook that you are like uninterested in? Then it would like kind of have
Okay,
the
but
same
it's still
effect.
probably more interesting than a story that I will never care about or care to remember.
Well, the thing is about schools, they give you is they give, like, first of all, you shouldn't be reading novels in a lot of school unless it's a lot of novels. That's a kind of cheat that teachers like to do because they can't think or that the school district wants to do to make it seem smart. But secondly, most of what you're reading, like, they pick things that are horribly inappropriate for the age bracket. Like Crime and Punishment is a really cool novel to read when you're like in your mid to late in your like late 20s, early 30s, and starting to think about where your life's going and what's going on. But who's reading Deutsch? But like, what 16-year-old has that emotion when they're reading Dostoevsky? Like, what?
You are saying this to the man who read Machiavelli as like a 16-year-old. But fair, yeah.
I mean,
That's fair.
Machiavelli's a little bit better because at least he talks about war and politics, and so it's a little bit. If you have the right mindset, that's easier, yeah. Another example would be like I loved mystery novels as a kid, but actually, it's very funny. Is I've gone back and there are a lot of books that like they made you read as a kid that are great in theory to read when you're 10 years older than you were when they gave it to you, but like as a teenager, this is completely lost.
Yeah,
1984
definitely
is a great
like a
example
lot
of
of
this.
like a lot of like mandatory reading. Like, yeah, you're just doing it to like do the assignment. And like half the
Yeah.
time I think like I read most of them, but like there'd be some times where I just like read the spark notes of like a chapter or something and then I'd be caught up and like I wouldn't even read a chapter. I just say, yeah, I read it and then just say something
Yeah.
and it like worked out.
Yeah, I read most of what I was supposed to in school, but there are a couple books I just skipped out on. Like, I think I just skipped anything related to Catcher in the Rye or basically any of the modern stuff because it just didn't. It was really dull.
No, that is so real.
I admit I was supposed to have read Bridehead Revisited. I did not.
Y'all are saying these book names. I do not remember reading those.
These are the list. You read what? Oh, Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, these are the
I
books.
did not read that one, but I know about it.
I've heard of it. I've never bothered to read it. It didn't. I know it's supposed to be great literature, but I've just never found it appealing.
Dude, I feel like I haven't read a book like sat down and read a book in a while, just like in my own free
Yeah, like
time.
in terms of
So maybe they
actual
like
books,
feel
I
different
haven't
now,
read
but
a book in fucking like over a decade probably.
I was
I've read a book of actual subtext and like actual meaning in a long time.
I was
Yeah.
I was
I'll read
reading
stuff
sorry, go on.
That's about it.
The thing is, when I was in college, I stopped reading entirely just because I was burnt out of reading from assignments, and I didn't get back into it until I graduated.
No, that's real.
The
I mean, the only book I've like read like recently would be like my textbook.
yeah,
But,
I
exactly.
read those. You know what the hell?
I don't even read those. I like skim through them. Like
Now,
they
my-
even
listen
teach
to
you
Project
like when you're
Important is
reading
what I did in
articles, like
school.
you go like they
Oh,
even
I
teach you
hate-
when you're reading articles just to skim through it. Like they're like,
W-
don't read every word. I'm like, what's the
yeah,
point of reading then?
No, I'm exactly like that too. I cannot skim. I either read it or I don't. I don't have like a mode in between.
And I'm like, what's the point of like finding this if I'm not reading
Also-
it? I'm like skimming through it. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks good.
Also, by the way, that's really bad advice. I know they tell you to do that because they taught me to do that in school too, but that's really bad. That's actually just straight bad, like
'Cause
the
that's just,
opposite of
like,
what you're supposed to be
using
doing.
it. Yeah, because that's just like using
As
it
an-
literally to like find a line, and then you're like, yeah, this totally supports my
Yeah.
argument,
Yeah,
and it like
exactly.
doesn't, or something.
Yeah, and it's literally the opposite of what it should be. It's like, oh, I want to pad out my bibliography, and you can see like, pardon me for complaining about academia, but what I hated about academia so much is the citations became more important than the things being cited, and they'd
Oh
rather
my
you have like,
God. If your
Mhm.
reference page doesn't have the right punctuation, 10 points off. I'm like, what do
if
you
your
want
reference
from me?
point doesn't, yeah, if your reference point does, I had one of them in any liberal arts stuff. They said, oh, you messed up the citation formatting, instant fail. Sorry,
I
no.
can't believe you can't tell the difference between Chicago, MLA 8, and fucking APA. Like, I don't